Yeah. Vanglorious Vanguard.
Knowledge born.
Yeah.
United Front.
Tell it.
What you want.
To the Knowledge Radio.
We in here. What you got? Dot.
Work hard as a slave to one day be your savior. The wave unwavering. This is a labor of love. Rise with a purpose every day. Invigorated. If we were on TV, we'd be 10 times syndicated. If we waited for validation, a paycheck or accolades, we'd be starved, already lost or ran away. But when you're square solid and you circle too, you don't need a place for silence. The concept is conquered through media, not areas of people activity. A mix that don't lose ethnicity, tightness that don't lose elasticity. Explicitly, this isn't where we give the novice regard. Nah, this is where knowledge is born. Last time that I checked, I'm undefeated. Deliver edicts, can't resist when the gods build and manifest freedom. When lines get crossed, they may push a loss, cause they get handed a check. We kick a can and cancel your cancerous gestures. A prophet vision, precision, the prescription for the sickness is to inoculate your fate with the winning. Arrogant beginnings turn to humble endings. And US with KBA is a win-win. 1K.
The man is not allowed to fly a plane in his own country, but you want to convince the world that this man is not only a threat to his neighbors, but he is a threat to the entire human family. You are a liar. Liar, and the people are intellectual cowards who sit down and suck up this filthy lie.
Man, I've been rapping for a minute, I don't see how niggas hate on it. Swab Boss the greatest, motherfuckers should wait on it. Even if my album drop 10 years from now, nigga, it's gonna be the hardest album out 10 years from now, nigga. The Swab Boss, you niggas should see that shit. Whatever I am in the old niggas should be that shit. Whatever they say they gon' throw, I don't agree with it. Just had a couple of my O's and come at me with it, man, it's Swab Boss. The reason why these niggas get hauled off if 100 niggas die for this cause, it's a small cost. I'm trying to get my people on their feet again, nigga, but I'm back smoking weed, drinking Hennessy, nigga. And maybe that's why I'm not back on my shit. It's Swab Boss from 2-6 who moved out to the bricks, hooked up with people from Fifth. Now we know we love shit, now they know they should quit trying to make it hood rich. All that bullshit on your mind, ho, I wish you would spit. Niggas know what I'm about, and they wish I would flip. Niggas ask about a track, they wanna hear that shit, but when they ask to do a track, they don't commit that shit, man. And that's the type of shit that I don't say, man. Niggas know from the go that I don't play, man. Coming straight from the streets, and I can't straight, man. They ain't fucking with him, cause he don't pay, man.
Why are the Europeans so insecure about other people in the world? And why do you, after everywhere you go, you gotta kill and murder the rest of the people of the human family? Your history is written in the blood of the black, the brown, the yellow, and the red. Why are you so insecure? Do you know what brings about insecurity? What brings about insecurity is when you have a false concept of yourself. And the false concept of self is white supremacy. They believe that they are better because they are white. And as a result, see, when a man has that kind of silly mentality, Hitler had the silly mentality that the white man, the Aryan, is superior. So then at the Olympics, Jesse Owens kicks up all the Aryans. Hitler is outraged. He's angry.
That's very simplistic.
Yeah. Well, you need it to be simplistic. You need it to be extra simplistic.
You see, they can't even take the
reality. I know they can't handle. You know, look. When you take a brick, and you hurl the brick among a pack of dogs, only the dog who gets hit yelps. Think about it.
Well, it's no shine in the tail.
Snapping off film.
I'm affiliated.
This video is under fair use. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act in 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or purpose use tips the balance in favor of fair use. All rights and credit go directly to its rightful owners. No copyright infringement intended. Enjoy. Oh yeah, on your way out, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, man. This is the Argument League. Turn up.
Shout out to the family. It's the boy Swab Boss snapping off entertainment, man. AOY Solar Vision Debate League and the Argument League. Shout out to Bingo on the track, Z on the cam. That's snapping off film. Shout out to Solar Mind, the commissioner of Solar Vision, the greatest debate league on earth, the only debate league on YouTube. Shout out to Knowledge Born Allah, do the Knowledge Radio, Knowledge Born Allah of YouTube, on YouTube. Shout out to the AOI, Gold Mine, Brand Debate, Wicked Radical, Ampu Pro, Black, Ground Zero, and Hurricane Katrina of the King James 13 Anti-Bully Inc. Shout out to the judges, the peers, and the reason we here. The people of SVDL, welcome to the Argument League. Hit that like button on y'all way in. Shout out to Twin Man 35 holding it down all the time. Melinda 1973. Shout out to you, sis. Free Spirit said you did your damn thing last night, Suave. Thank you, Judge Free Spirit. I really appreciate it. Alikia R, peace to you. What's happening, man? Shout out to Frontline in the building. The Butcher, time to move to the base to 8 p.m. I kind of said that yesterday. I said, what's the reason for you? Multiple reasons for me. 9 o'clock can be late. I see that. But I'm a night dude. Also, our friends in the UK, like 9 o'clock is kind of, a vicious time out there. So I would like to move the base to earlier. I really would. Shout out to the Butcher, man. Shabo! Man, I wish I knew how to dance. I'd do the whole dance. But it's cool. Shout out to Shabo. Green 101, Green on 1 in the building. Kiana Perkins holding it down on her side of town. Amanique Marie always got her flag in the air. Shout out to New Marie, not to be confused with Amanique Marie, right? Sister Kids, shout out to you. Shout out to you. Scar Beauty, you already know what it is. Shalimar, peace, peace, peace. Y'all Daniel. Yes, and the post debates. Sorry. Shout out to Spanny, Sparks, and Octavius Prime holding it down with the peace with 300 on top of it. Shout out to the family, man. Nicole Judge, not to be confused with Judge Nicole, who I'm sure is somewhere. Shout out to you, though. Imari Sweet, Jessica Joel, and Judge Melvin Jefferson in the building, man. Shout out to y'all. I thought that you was the Butcher. I sure looked. I'm like, that looked like y'all Daniel. Y'all Daniel. It don't look like y'all Daniel, but it look like y'all Daniel. Like, you know what? That he might know y'all Daniel. I didn't want to be racist. Yes. Melanin royalty in the building. Post debate did not happen last night. Domo, called me like, hey, it's gonna be a second because I gotta put my son to sleep. And then he woke up this morning. Anybody know, had the experience of putting babies to sleep, they will put you to sleep with them. And so the post debate will be tonight. We got an interview from the one and only, the most gracious, most talented female from her sector, Moonflower. There she is. We definitely have an interview tonight. So the post-debate show will be prior to Moonflower's interview. We will see the scores. Who did what in what round? How high or how low? What was the judges' notes? Who were the judges? Haven't heard back on the challenge. Still waiting on that. So we're going to see what's up. Yeah, ain't it? Twin, though. Uh-oh. Yeah, so that's what we on. Shout out to Lilith's Revenge. Yeah, tell her good luck. Oh, man, we going to be vicious. What you mean? What God you believe? You believe in? What's your plan for black people? What you do? We own her. It's the hounds, baby. It's the hounds. What is y'all talking about? What time tonight? What time is your interview, Moonflower? Keep it techie. Make sure y'all subscribe to Keep It Techie, man. He got some jiggy videos over there. And okay. I'm hungry. I didn't eat. I just, I barbecued some stuff. My daughter wanted me to barbecue. She brought some lamb chops over like 2 days ago. And she said, well, no, like 3 days ago. 2 days ago, we planned to barbecue the next day. Well, she was tired after getting home from work. She said I'd come through Friday. So she's not here. But I went on the barbecue because Katrina wanted some barbecue. Also, she was like, what you want to eat? She was like, I took some wings out for the night. I said, I was going to barbecue. She was like, oh, yeah. So some wings and some lamb chops and some hamburgers. And I had the privilege of scarfing down a hamburger before we came through there. Okay. 6:00 p.m. So, damn. Post debate show should be anytime starting now. Oh, the post debate show might start at 6. They might have integrated into her, what's her name? So, sorry I started so late, but I did miss y'all. Appreciate y'all presence. Hit that like button out there. What do y'all score the debate? For those who saw the debate, what's your score? What do you score? 0, of course, is the lowest, I believe. And is it? No, I think they made the lowest 1. I don't know. Uh, you know, the average debater gets about 110, right? Some debaters get like 80 something. Some debaters get like 120. Well, we probably have to raise that. Not too many people get 80s, 90s. So the average is about 115, 118, some shit like that. You know? So our beauty say she at work, man, getting it in. I'm waiting for crab and cream cheese wontons. Shout out to the wontons. 134, 122 swab. That's a good guess. That's a good estimation. Appreciate it. I guess we did jiggy last night. And shout out to T Duck for stepping up to get the debate done. Because Battle Wax fell out. His excuse was one of his brothers got shot. And so he and a bunch of people had to go to the hospital and wait on him to get something amputated. So, we send strength and prayers to Battle Wax. He hasn't updated us about it. But hopefully he will. Hopefully he will. We don't know. But he might. 136, 115. Melanin royalty. Wow. Sure you're not a judge. 136, 115. I appreciate that. That was cool. 150, 100. Suave, Shalimar. I'm loving that answer right there. If I see a 150, y'all might see me break my computer live. I might have to replace something in this room. But it is 130, 120 Suave. That's an impressive score. Say 140. Okay, that's hard. That's hard. Yeah, I can't wait. Let me say, I paid you about 130. T Duck about 115, 120. Shout out to Judge Free Spirit. That's hard. That's hard. Where's Terry? I was supposed to do a thing per his request. LOL. Oh man, shout out to brother Terry holding it down out there on the west. Haven't heard from him. Every now and then he poke his head in, be like, "What's up, brother Swab?" Talk his shit. So Remix. Oh yeah, she on the same time as us, I think. So she should be cool. Baby, did you forget? Um, did y'all see the Kanye West interview? Did y'all see the Kanye West interview? On the Revolt channel, on the Drink Champ show. Shout out to Nori, DJ EFN. And all the people behind the scenes that have to do something with that. So I got some much needed sleep. That's what's up. You also ready to see the scores? Me too. Yeah, Kanye West had an interview with Noriega and DJ EFN on the Drink Champs. Oh man, we might have to watch that together. I don't know if that's a strike, but we might have to watch that together. No, he's not crazy. He's not crazy. He you know, not in any fashion that we're not, you know, to an extreme. I don't think it's a detrimental type of crazy. I think it's compared to what society would call norm. He's crazy. We all are. You know, like we work to, you know, stay in line with societal norms. I mean, yeah, most of it is easy, but a lot of intricate things and even some few major things I could say we don't fuck with when it comes to being a societal norm. No, the debates go off for Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, part two out too. That's what I watched instead of the post debate. That's why I really was mad at the post debate. You know what I said? I was waiting on Dumbo. He said, "Oh yeah, I'm coming to." What's wrong? I was actually, but I heard you open the door. So I'm good. What is that black thing? Oh no, this is my bad. Oh, he ate the phone to my microphone. Damn, he ate the phone to my microphone. Where's my other phone? I got another microphone around here. So my P's might pop a little harder. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, your interview in 30 minutes if he said 6. Go get in your cage. Go in your cage. You know not to eat my stuff. That one don't even got it. On my other mic, I know it had a. Nope, that one don't even got one. I might have to use the screen. Where my other screen at? Oh. I have another screen. Shout out to Cash for being a dog. She said, "Let me go make my hookah." Shout out to you, Shay Love in the building. Shout out to the Queen. Shout out to Blue and his Queen, Chris. Shout out to you, big dog. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, well, he said a lot of things. First off, he's trying to get Larry Hoover free, you know, which is a thing that's been pushed for a long time. He's trying to get Larry Hoover free, and he stands on the fact that the black people in America are the Israelites. That's something that should have went viral. I thought would have set fire to the Israelite community, but I haven't heard it. But Kanye West is on the Drink Champs in front of the largest interview they've ever had, stating that the black people are the Israelites, the Jews, the Hebrews. You know, he said signing Big Sean was his worst mistake. He said when he died, his tombstone should say, "I'm here because I signed Big Sean."
He said he never fucked with Talib Kweli. Shout out to Tanjan Zhao. Tell the next debaters to put their money where their mouth is. Ha ha. Hey, you don't know. Yeah, he said he never fucked with Talib Kweli music. He said he appropriated the backpack culture, to gain validity, get that support. He said he's always been in love with the streets, and of course he name dropped like 50 different people and shit. What else he say? Oh, he said Just Blaze stole his sound. Said he's a thief. He said Travis Scott stole his sound, but he understands and this, that, and other. But Travis is just another him, you know. What else he say? He'll do whatever Jay-Z asks him. That's his boss. That's his father. He stood on the MAGA hat. He still should support Trump. People should have supported Trump. Yeah, he did. But like you said, he was appropriating that culture. So, he did music with Talib because Talib had a name. A whole crowd of people that would follow the music. And a lot of it was a crossover crowd. So, yeah. Get them high. Because she got that bougie behavior. Like an Oka player hater. I don't really, internet. Do you really smoke that much of trying to get off cigarettes? I got that bubble cushion. Your sister can get the hit of it. Keep them high. Yeah. But she said Kanye is problematic. He was rocking with a lot of them heavy. How does he feel about Mos Def and Chappelle and the Roots? Chappelle is one of the greatest people. He putting him up there with himself. And saying that Chappelle is, on the right side of things, and people shouldn't be trying to shut him up. You can't cancel him. He fucking with I didn't hear him speak on Mos Def. Yeah, I ain't really hear him speak on Mos Def, but he spoke on Chappelle. I didn't hear him speak on the Roots. She said, I don't even get high at all, and that's my favorite song. That was hard seeing him work with Talib. Why'd you lie? Please pick up the line and say a couple of lines, and maybe God be able to give her all the time and keep her high. They are all pieces of shit, really. I think everyone really knows that. Yeah, you can say that. But I will say this. The reason why I call celebrities pieces of shit, right? Kanye is really not fitting in that. He uses his influence. He uses his money. He uses his spotlight to still bring attention to black things. But you don't get that from mainstream. Of course, they're not going to give a fuck about that, you know. They're going to give a fuck about the stuff that's popular to them. So when you say stuff like, shout out to Bobby, shout out to Nico B, like, Free Larry Hoover, this, that, and the other, George Bush don't care about black people, woo, 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 woo. They don't blow that shit up. They don't blow that shit up, you know? And he said that on the stream on one of them. He said, on the second part, he said, only reason that I didn't get canceled when I said George Bush don't care about black people is because the Democrats weren't fucking with the Democrats at the time. You know? They was fucking with the Republicans. So I think Kim did that to him. He is retaliating and he's spoiled. But he walked around in whiteface. Yeah. He's a piece of shit. His whole wife is a piece of shit. And something children may potentially grow up the same way. They can't help it. It's in the truth. Uh-oh. Hey, I don't know. We could all be getting food. Like I said, when you up there and you make it that far, it's real easy to seem disconnected from the average black people. That's why we gotta be, clear on what's being said. So, a lot of the times I say, people get over alert about something. And when you say something that might be white apologetic, when you say something that might not even white apologetic, but something that's not uncomfortable with whites, people say, are you selling out, you crossing over this, that, and other. Like I say, man, I would really have to sit down with Kanye and hear, no, I'm cool. Let me eat. That shit should be ready, though. I would really have to sit down with him and ask him some questions that I think he needs to answer, Remember, says Kanye knows how to play the field. That's why he's still around. Yeah, in fact, he knows when to steal. He knows when to kill. He knows when to destroy. He knows when to build. He knows when to heal. It's a real basic game. It's just we're not basic people. We get into it and we make it complex. And it's like, I could easily improve this. It's like going over somebody's house who don't season their food. And they like, yeah, I love, my father's cooking. And you like, well, seasoning salt. And then they like, oh, wow, what did you do to it? It's so much better now. That's how the game is. It's like, it's so much room for improvement in the game. They just won't let real niggas in it. And the real niggas that's in it got to act like part of the program in order to be left in. Saying black people are Israelites and walking the walk are two different things. He has done some blasphemous things with that Sunday service. Hey. Because to me, the Sunday service shit seemed Christian-y. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Stay out of his way. A lot of us are not into politics, so when he say George Bush don't care about black people, that's the truth, and it had nothing to do with politics. It have something to do with the policies put in place against it. Facts. It takes us to vote to go up there and say, hey, fuck with that. Taz in the building. Shout out to the GOAT, man. What's popping? What's going down? Man, same shit. Same shit. Went on this Moonflower interview so we could ruffle our feathers, run our pockets. Shit,
she on deck for the night.
Yep.
How on session. Woo, 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 woo.
She'll be 20 minutes from now. She said it was scheduled for 6. So, and Domo said the post debate gonna be before her interview. So, they might go ahead and throw them scores out there.
Wait, what you mean? Like, where is he at? He here? He around?
No, he's not around. I just texted him, and he was like, I texted him like, "Hey, you gonna do the post debate show?" And he like, "Yeah, we gonna do it before Moonflower interview." So,
I mean, cause I'll holler at him when he get here though. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Deal with the plug. I gotta deal with the plug. You know.
Bang. No, Jackson.
When the plug run off on you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. That nigga tuned our ass out. Like, man, fuck that nigga. He woke up with the bottle on his chest and shit.
Yeah. That moment when you realize fatherhood is real, nigga. Nigga, wake up sitting up.
Now we use StreamYard. No better luck. He said, "Say hype is overwhelming him." So say hype is overwhelming over him, but homie told on the devil to me he dropped them in that interview. Must see, man. That kind of sound like a haiku. Kind of read like a haiku. I don't know. Angela Newman, peace to you. Tiff XYZ, peace to you. Hit that button. Shout out to Anonymous Hebrew the Chef. Say, just wanted to shoot the piece. Been working. Peace, family. Peace to you, big dog.
Shoot the fade, nigga. Shoot the fade, nigga. Where you at?
Yeah. Oh,
nigga, Where my nigga at, man? I'm glad to see you slide through, man. I was wondering if you abandoned us and shit.
I ain't. We miss you, fam. Don't worry about it. We gonna get your ass when we see you. Shout out to Astro.
Yeah, we were definitely checking for you yesterday, nigga. Don't get it twisted, nigga.
All them trash ass they are all about the death, deception, destruction of our people. Ultimately, they are own, but they do what they're told. That money ain't free. You want to debate that?
What money we talking about? 501c3 money?
The money that celebrities get. Shout out to the Vibes Anonymous.
So how do we see this? Okay, so this is my thoughts on that. Are we being fair when we say every celebrity is on the take or whatever? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying none of them are, but don't we throw like a wide umbrella when we make it sound like they all are involved? You know what I'm saying? It might be, you know what I'm saying? It might not be perfect, but it's just kind of like with the Black Lives Matter thing we was talking about. Everybody ain't on the tape though. It's some people that's in it thinking they're doing the right thing and don't realize that they, not or whatever. Like everybody ain't bad, I don't think. I don't think it's set to be that way. I think it ends up that way.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's just a certain level that you get to once you be like, hey, invited to certain parties and this, that, and the other. Well, you have to start being friends with people that you don't respect, you don't like, you wouldn't, and then you got to show respect for them. Just kinda, I guess once you get to that point, I think that's the hypothetical, but it's that. In order to start fucking with these people, you got to stop fucking with these people. In order to get this, you got to stop saying this. You got to stop propagating this. So it's less blackness and it's more elitism, or more of play the role, know your script. You can't speak freely, So I think that's once people get to that point, people would say, Illuminati, or however they would say it. What did she say? Uh, she said they're all about death, deception, destruction of our people. Ultimately, they are owned and they do what they are told. That money ain't free. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if they do say, "Hey, George Bush don't care about black people," of course people gonna be like, "Oh shit, well, I was gonna work with you, but I can't now because for PR sakes and this, that, and the other." People just have, and some people be bold and just be like, "Oh, okay, I see what you're doing." So I don't know where you're gonna get your money from now, but I won't be writing no checks for you. I ain't gonna work for you, bro, and I don't want to collab with you, or I don't want anybody that I collab with or work with. If they do work with you, then our relationship is. I think once it get like that, man, yeah, you know what you're doing for the money. That can be looked at as bought or being
Yeah,
controlled by money.
yeah, I wouldn't disagree in those scenarios. Um, but I think what has happened is that we talking about every celebrity when we say had a conversation. So it's like people don't even get their chance to see um, what the game is before it's assumed that they done already sold out. Just because you're a celebrity or just because you're an actor, you already sold out. There's no point in even thinking you didn't. That's kind of how I feel we present it now. It's not even a chance that you didn't sell out. Oh, you a celebrity? Yeah, motherfucker, you sold your soul, your whole soul. You have nothing left.
Yeah, we say it's human ethics. Um, damn, man, I really wish I could separate it, but it's like nobody's saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to say that. Like, who was it, man? It was just a fucking example I was thinking of. But it's like when if it's just certain things you can speak on, certain mentalities that you could display and that you can't. And I don't know if I would disagree with all of it. You know what I'm saying? I would like this. We all consider the motivation to be this evil, demonic type of stuff, which I think we thought like cartoons a lot of the times because this was broken down and people were saying, well, selling your soul, what selling your soul is, not owning your masters. Like, before this, like once you look at the contract and see what you signed, and then you look at what's available, man, you just sold your soul. But people heard that, and then this new time, it's like, no, what they mean is the blood sacrifice, and you saw how they daughter died in that house fire, or they brother died in that car crash, and then people do all of that stuff with it, and then it comes out a turd, and we can't really even say who it is. Like we can't put names on the groups and names on the people behind it. It's just the Illuminati, you know. So, yeah, I think we had a pretty bad deal on getting an understanding of it, but a lot of us washed through it and found the actual, I guess, entities and stuff like that, the families or the organizations or the corporations that actually fuck shit up. Shout out to Stokely Carmichael. I mean, Steve Coakley. You fuck with him?
I'm gonna say, bro, what? Yes, yeah. I don't, I don't not fuck with anybody. It's more so because, like, to me, he was a teacher. You know what I'm saying? Um, I like Steve Coakley, bro. Like, personally, I think he was a great, great teacher. I didn't get the over the top, trying to make you believe a bullshit story vibe from me. So yeah, I fuck with Steve Coakley heavy.
Yeah, that was my dude. I said, if everybody could just do it like this, man, that nigga was up that name and name. Everybody else talking about
Yeah, he's a
it's
teacher.
the spirit. It's the spirit of Oshun, and it's the spirit of the head man. This nigga was like, nigga, the Trilateral Commission.
Yeah.
Like, man,
What
that's
got me
what's up.
hip to it though is that joint on that Jesse joint. That's what got me hip to it. That Jesse Jackson joint, that one where he was exposing the assassination of MLK.
Oh
And talking about
yeah.
Billy Kyles and shit, and how Billy Kyles was there, and motherfuckers acting like they ain't know what was going on, but suddenly motherfuckers all in the know. That shit was weird as hell. I'll never forget that one. So yeah, I felt like he wasn't doing that just to be seen. That was like that shit was from the heart.
Yeah. That was fire right there. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that was fire. Oh yeah.
It was just that one part where he showed the dude in the court was like, I stood out the way so they could get a clear shot. Or some shit like that.
Yeah, Billy Kyles, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
that's a hell of a sentence to try to clean up later.
You feel what I'm saying?
That motherfucker, I'm trying to think of the exact quote. That motherfucker said some shit like, it wasn't until I stepped away so the shooter could get a good shot. Some shit like that. Like, what, nigga? There's some outright questionable shit. Like, bro, who the fuck you realize you ain't amongst friends right now, right? Motherfucker.
Hey, bro, that nigga would have been dead if he went in that court, man. You would have said that shit amongst the mob of people. Hey, you would have never cleared that up. He's like, no, it was only when I got out the way that the shooter could get a clear shot. Did you hear what he said? No, what I meant was Hey.
But it still sounds like that even now to me. Like, bro, what the fuck did you mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck was you talking about? Like, clarify that shit, bro. Like,
is this a confession? This has never happened.
Like you could say that Steve Coakley was showing it like that, but shit, how else could it be? You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't feel like he was selling it. I felt like he was questioning that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. That shit
it was definitely up for question. That was questionable shit to say.
I know he should have turned. What the fuck did I just say? Did I say that shit out loud? Yeah, bro. Oh no. Yeah, did you watch the Kanye West interview on Drink Champs?
Hell no.
No?
No. No, I can't fuck with no shit like that, bro.
He said black people are Israelites and we need to get Larry Hoover free.
For what?
To lead the GDs and the Israelites.
Man.
I'm guessing. So he could be he King David. I think that's what he think. I think he King David, but he ain't gonna say it out loud. But he is one of them leaders that we need in the black community to get us back on the right track.
Man, them niggas fucking Larry Hoover time up, man. Like, for real. Because for real, man, like, for example, earlier this year, right, they was talking about he was up and they was having a conversation about the shit. So they hadn't even made the decision yet when Ruger dropped that. They didn't let the GDs in the dough. They didn't let the GDs in the dough. They hadn't even made a decision on Larry Hoover yet, right? Now, if you hip to that song, this nigga Ruger start the song off and say some shit like, Trump should have freed Larry. What the fuck wrong with dude? You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that, bro.
They made a decision. He said that it was so many people in the case with him, in the group with him or whatever, because the new act that they got.
But the decision came after the song.
No, the decision came before the song. They denied him without what's the name. When the song came out, they said they denied him without prejudice, meaning that he can refile for it. You know what I'm saying? So a decision was handed down, but he still can come back and get a whole nother decision.
But that was a couple months ago, right?
I'm not sure.
Because I literally, bro, as soon as that, it wasn't even a week after that motherfucking Ruger dropped, bro, that shit came out that he wasn't getting out. It was like, bro, why would you say that shit before the decision was made? Like, niggas wild.
It's like, hold on.
Niggas said
Like
Trump
July
should be
6th,
free.
2021. Yeah, it's like July 6th. It said Tuesday, the U.S. District Judge denied a bid from Hoover for a sentencing break. So yeah, in July.
Right now look at and see when Ruger dropped that song, bro.
Before July.
That nigga wasn't supposed to be in no shit like that, bro. He was tripping, bro. Y'all niggas doing too much, bro.
I ain't never said like I ain't really understand certain shit because certain shit ain't supposed to be mainstream. Like I guess I can appreciate the song, this, that, and the other, but that's the nigga in me. You know what I'm saying? Like the real motherfucker, no, yo. And then the thing like Larry Hoover Jr. even said it. He was like when Rick Ross was like, "I'm Larry Hoover, I'm cooking crack." You know what I'm saying? He was like the nigga's name, my dad named and went into selling crack in the verse. Like, come on, bro. Like, we fighting against the case, and that's what you doing?
Right.
Damn.
That's dirty as hell, for real.
Yeah, bro, that's dirty to the bitch, bro. And you try to fuck up Larry Hoover, Rick Ross, and Big Meech. You trying to trying to fuck up all these niggas, dog.
I think I'm Big Meech. Larry Hoover. Whipping work. Yeah, that is wild as hell.
That's bogus to the bitch.
I ain't even think about it like that, bro. But them niggas trying to get out, bro. You done threw both of their names in that shit, nigga.
Hey, they got nothing to do with none of them, dog. They got nothing to do with neither one of them niggas.
Damn, that's some agent shit for real, bro. When you think about it, like, bro, why are you putting coke cases on niggas who trying to get out, bro? Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, these niggas don't want no local public affiliations with cocaine, nigga. What are you doing? Like,
but you a CEO. But you was the CEO. And you denied being a CEO. No CEO songs. No CEO songs at all. But you a drug dealer. You fucking up Rick Ross name, Larry Hoover name, Big Meech name.
You know it's a trip though? I got that motherfucking freestyle, bro, when that nigga tried to say he wasn't a CEO.
For real?
Where he got exposed?
On the radio station?
Yeah. Where he was like, I'm not no CEO. He was spitting. He said, I ain't never been no CEO. Let me see if I got this shit. Yeah, because he, because 50, like when they was first exposing him, he ain't just come right out and say it at first. Niggas had to get that motherfucking picture, nigga. You graduated, nigga. They did him bad with that picture, too.
He did his lame ass self bad. Like, you know how many black CEOs it is? I mean, CEOs it is? Niggas need that music. Shit. You be telling CEOs and the inmates how to fuck with each other.
Bro, that nigga could have did the whole little role like the nigga from Hustle and Flow, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Remember the nigga was trying to blow? That was the CEO. Yeah. That nigga could have played that whole shit out like that, bro.
And then look, now you already solidified. So what you keeping it up for?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You own, can't nothing happen to you. You BMF, you got what the fuck. I mean, you Maybach Music, you got what you got. What is you still keeping this bullshit up for? Like, all right, man, the kids are asleep. Now let's do something big, Rick. That nigga said, whipping work. Shout out to Larry Hoover. Getting them keys in. Say, God damn, bro. Yo, who you working for? My mans?
Listen to this motherfucking freestyle. Here it go, bro. Because I used to DJ, so I had every little mixtape, bro. Listen to this motherfucking freestyle this nigga did before he got exposed. He was trying his best not to be known as a CEO.
Zay, the driller gang, smoking on the dead house, bang, bang, gang, gang. Shout out to you. Let's hit it.
Y'all doing this shit, right? That's why they love to talk about the clothes. I can't DJ Scoob Doo. I get money, I get dough. I'm this shit, never no CEO. I'm this shit, you can see that, whoa. You see that, whoa, see what a nigga drove. 1 kilo, get your
Hey, that nigga came right in with that shit. Like, that motherfucking verse wasn't nothing but to say I wanted to see. That nigga came right in like, with no CEO.
Hey, bro. So yeah, like nigga, that's why 50 then was like, oh, for real? All right, bet. Niggas got on bullshit with that nigga. They exposed the shit out that nigga.
Damn. Shout out to Blue Dream and Melanated Goddess. That's whack as fuck. Like, I'll be like, hell yeah, I was a CEO. From CEO to CEO. What's good? Like, but we supposed to be real though. We supposed to be real. We supposed to be real. That's the culture. But y'all all fake. That ain't even your beard. Weird, bro. Like, niggas out. Bud Judas Redemption. The Moonflower interview is at 6:00 any minute now.
These niggas are ashamed with it.
Yeah, Kanye West. He went off. He spoke a lot of that motherfucker. Man, I thought the Israelites would have pulled up on that shit. Like, we the Israelites. Good music. And that's probably what Hoover on. Like, the GDs got the 6-point star now because we the Jews, we the true Jews. They probably, boy. That's fucked up, man. Shout out to the world, man. Appreciate y'all hanging in there. What's going on, Dad? And whoever on the argument league that subscribe to all this bullshit, I ain't gonna call it bullshit 'cause these might be your people. But it's a lot of shit.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is when I can't find nothing on my regular motherfucking flat profile, I straight log into the argument league and see who else live. What else going on YouTube?
The black web. Oh, I knew you was gonna smack the shit out of Kid Cudi, boy, with a Mack truck full of pigs. But I knew you was gonna. When I saw that shit, man, this nigga, I'm like, look at him, he not even comfortable. Who making you do this, bro? You not even comfortable. That nigga sitting up there dancing with pink hair and a fucking dress. And then I saw another one with Rick Ross.
I don't know what's wrong with these, bro. Like they purposely taking these L's. I don't get that shit. That's just some lame shit. That's just some lame shit you don't have to do. You do not have to do that. You will never convince me that nobody can force you to do that shit. You got to kill me, bro. You couldn't do no shit like that.
You ain't gonna have to kill me. I'm not doing it. This ain't a matter of my life. You gonna kill me? Like, hold on. Who want me to do this?
But see, that's how they be making it sound though, like a motherfucking life on the line if they don't do it. Well, shit, man, you got to get me there.
Look, no, just fire me. Just don't kill me. Just fire me, man. You gotta die, yo. What is dress? And the only way I could make it make sense is that they got a gay person that they love and they like. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's somebody that they friends with or related to that's a homosexual. But why not just give them a platform? Why would you go to cross dressing with your straight ass? You know what I'm saying? Like that's really fucking it up for straight black men, bro. Or just come out and say your ass gay, but stop all of this straight card using. That's the cover of his new album cover. Ron 314 said, hold on. Let me see. Damn. Let me see. Rick Ross album cover. This nigga dressed like the Queen of England, bro.
On Rick Ross shit?
Bro.
Hell no. It's hard to even be surprised by these weird ass niggas now, man. What the fuck?
He thought he was Larry Hoover, Big Me. Now he think he the Queen of England. What the fuck, God?
Yeah, these niggas a disgrace, bro. That's all to it. These niggas is just a whole entire disgrace, my nigga.
What
Just,
the
just
fuck?
throw the whole goddamn community away at some point, man. This shit right here ain't gonna fly.
Like, you gonna feel like a complete bitch, bro.
Yeah.
And then, oh shit. Wow. Then you some white man's bitch.
Yeah, yeah. Standing there with the white man holding his hand and shit.
In the groom and bride. That's crazy, man.
That was why my stream earlier was about, like, I don't want to hear that Illuminati shit, my nigga. Ain't nobody made you stand there and hold this motherfucking hand, nigga. Get your gay ass up.
Somebody hitting the panel, Moonflower in the panel. Hold it down. I got to
I know you ain't up here to ask for no mercy.
No.
That ain't how this shit work.
No.
You finna get that smoke.
Yeah, I just want to tell y'all that it's gonna be another hour.
Another hour for what?
That's when my interview is.
Nah.
Yeah. It's 6 o'clock Central Time.
Oh, 6 o'clock Central.
Yeah. Sully said he's still at work right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, that don't. I mean, I hear you, but don't let Solar fool you. That nigga started goddamn debate from work. He be right at work starting debates and shit. Yeah, we ready.
What she say?
She said it's at 6 Central.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we got another hour. All right, that's what's up. That's what's good. Welcome to the blog. Welcome to the neighborhood. Welcome to the hood. Butterflies. Shout out to you. Round 343. Emperor Throne. The game that we're playing with our enemies is the Art of War. Now it just depends on your strategy and how to combat that with a lightning spell. It's 6 Eastern Standard. No, it's 6 Central. We're gonna see what's good. We in the building. Come rattle the youngster. What? Where your lunch money? Ping, ping. What part of the military you was in? Hey, don't let Shanard on that paddle. Shanard, like, you was in the military, bro.
Yep, still ain't got like 5 more years left.
Now you in the military for life. For life. Ain't no signing out.
I'm trying to go ahead and get out and get this medical discharge and call it a day.
Yeah, do your military thing, man. Like I say, if you survive, you taken care of as much as they can. Shout out to brothers Moses. Yeah, I was shocked when Dennis Rodman did that BS.
Say, oh man, 20 years ago, 30. Here we are, man. Say Kid Cudi has always been a B-list rapper to me. After this, he's about to be the biggest rapper in the nation. That nigga ain't finna be shit.
Yeah, this ain't gonna help his rap career.
He's still gonna be Kid Cudi, the nigga that does good music for no reason.
Yeah, this might help his LBGT status, but not his rap career.
Yeah, it might get him a boyfriend. That is not gonna make his bars good. For real, for real. Shout out to Asiatic Grind, man. Y'all hit that thumbs up. Let me get to this schedule. We do got that schedule. Yeah, Moonflower interview tonight. Tomorrow, Nandy versus Minister Howell. Shuckle buck. Everybody shuckle buck.
That should be a good one.
Taz is the highlighted debater for November, Mr. October. Shout out to him. Nandy versus Minister Howell. Did the civil rights movement benefit mixed people? It's black people. Don't worry. And then the day after that, Brother Moses versus Nyame, if neither one of them chickens out. That might already be rescheduled. I don't know. Brother Moses versus Nyame, which has more impact, the Civil Rights Act of 1866 or the Homestead Act of 1862? I say the Death Row Act of 1997. Oh, they was dead. That's when they died. Then Minister Howell coming back. Oh no, Blue on the 15th. Blue versus Yahukanan. Is capitalism how it works today good for black people? Damn. Minister Howell versus T-Duck. Do black people have a capitalist or a socialist mindset? No sperm, no ovum, no soul. Y'all safe. Chris versus Joseph on the 17th. Does the Tell Them Stella prove that David's kingdom existed? Wow. All right. We get last night's scores during the interview, Moonflower interview. Brother Moses in the building. He playing with us. He ain't in the suit. He got on. Hold on. Let's see. Hand down.
Man down, hand down.
Man down. Okay. Right. What's up to you, Tejan? Shout out to you, Brother Moses. What's going on?
Chilling, man. I just heard something that struck my attention. Happy Veterans Day. Thanks for your service, Moonflower.
Okay, that's what's up. What did you hear?
Hey, much love to the family. I'm not gonna stay on long, but I'm gonna tell you this: my son loved that damn song. That song. He be pumped, and he be trying to, and he loved the Shuckerbuck part. So until that Shuckerbuck part of, and then he started talking about Shuckerbuck, Shuckerbuck.
Hey, that's hard. That's hard. That's what's up.
I'm gonna start filming that. As soon as your song come on, I'm gonna film it because he love that song. He love yelling. That's the babe. So
yeah.
I just call it. I ain't want nothing. I just call it this. Yeah, he love that song.
We appreciate you and your tolerance.
I be throwing my hand up to the song so he can see it, and then he be trying to mock me. So I'm like, yeah, let me watch my butt. You know what I'm saying? No little gangster sign with that song.
Minister Howell did this thing with that one though.
Yeah, Minister Howell, hard man.
Much love to you guys. I didn't want nothing. Just want. Huh?
I appreciate you. No, I was saying shout out to Minister Howell. Shout out to Minister Howell.
For that kitchen debate though. I don't know what that's talking about. I throw down.
I'm making Katrina take that kitchen debate with you.
I cook something y'all ain't never. I cook something y'all ain't never seen before.
What?
Yes.
What would that be? I'm interested in knowing. Something we've never seen before.
Right on.
Damn, that's more than a 15-second play. Man, shout out to you. What's going on, brother Moses, man? What's popping, fam? You ready?
Yes, sir, man. We got a jam-packed week this week. You know what I'm saying? Started Sunday, running through Wednesday. That's hard right there, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact. And
Oh yeah,
Thursday is the
Wednesday.
only day off. They come right back Friday with Dharma and Ock. Should black people continue to fight for equality? And then Saturday, Black Sun versus KOT, which should be fire. Let's face it.
Oh my
Are the
God.
dietary laws of the scriptures good or bad for black people?
Hey man, we're gonna have to get some awards for the judges because we putting them to work. They
Uh,
got these back to back to backs. We got awards for them already.
what was your question? No, I'm up here, man. I ain't worried about award the judges.
Motherfucking awards yet, nigga. They gotta earn the motherfucking award, nigga.
They definitely gonna earn them this week, nigga.
I have a
Anyway,
question.
yeah, man.
Yeah, nah. Shout out to the judges, man, and yeah, we gonna see. Yeah, I got your question. Nico B. I told you just. If I'm correct on what you're referring to, yeah, I got it. I just said email the questions to me, and we can set it up. I didn't check my email to see if you sent the questions, but we'll see what's up. Shout out to Real Judah and Susie. Peace to y'all.
Who was that clown, Real Judah?
Real Judah
Showed up.
I don't know. I thought Judah Redemption was the dude you was into it with.
Hell no, it's like my little brother.
Oh, Real Judah is the one that was on bullshit.
That was
Yeah.
That's so annoying, dude.
Oh, the interview is tonight, 6 Central. Oh yeah, but I got my Judas mixed up.
I have a question.
Shoot.
I was watching an interview earlier from some guy named Josh from Memphis. Is he still in the league?
Yeah, I believe he's still in the league. He just ain't debated.
I want to debate him.
Okay, young Josh versus Moonflower.
It looked like he debated on Friday, right?
What you feel like? Let me see. Oh,
Yeah,
that one was. It didn't go down. I don't believe.
And Moonflower already got her eyes on a nigga and everything, bro. Y'all niggas better be ready.
That's like the third person I heard her say though.
I
That ain't
watched
the first
the
person.
interview, and that's exactly the topic I want to debate him on, the one he was supposed to do on the 5th.
Was Jesus a real historical figure?
Yes, I remember when I was listening to his interview, he made me remember that in middle school, when I was in history class, I learned about Jesus being historically documented by Jewish and Roman historians. He was a real person. The only thing that is debatable is whether or not he came back from the dead.
Okay. So you believe Jesus was a real historical figure?
He was. He's documented, and I already got my sources together.
Okay, shit. I might kick you across the alley with that topic right there if Josh don't come around.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Shout out to you standing on your shit, man. That's hard. Just say I forgot about him. Yes, Moonflower wants all the smoke. Yes,
Yeah, because
smoke.
I was watching some interviews just to get the feel of it, and when I heard him say that, I was like, now I know he is documented in history. So is Moses. He's documented as a real person. The Apostle Paul was documented as a real person.
Shit, you all the way out the window. When I look in history, there's nobody in the Bible in history except for Cyrus and I think Titus or somebody like that. It's only like 2 people out of the Bible that's like
historical figures.
They did a whole what's it like documentary on history.com. You can
Oh,
find the article of them documenting Jesus being a real person. Let me see. Because there's a link in this article for an article. Another article.
mm.
Okay, it says Biblical Archaeology Review article. So, they went through the Bible to see if they can prove if some of the people existed through archaeology and, old documents. And they have proved that Jesus of Nazareth is a real person. It's just when you learn about it, when we learned about it in our history books, it said Jesus was a person, it said that he died and all the good stuff. But it said some people believe he risen from the dead, and that's where it ended there. But they gave like context as to him being a real person.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds crazy. I'm sure you can find some Jesus of Nazareth, like many Jesus of Nazareth. Like even what's the name? The dude that who was that? Barabbas? Barabbas? Barabbas'
Yeah.
name translates to Jesus of Nazareth. Did you know that?
You said it what?
It translates to Jesus of Nazareth.
Oh, okay.
Barabbas. Man, so like that was fucked up to me. You found out that there was two Jesus of Nazareth in that scene. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was a pretty popular name, but I would like to see how they compiled to come to the conclusion that that was the Jesus of the Bible. Now, as far as a Moses, no, I don't see a Moses. I see Musa and I see Moshe's and I see stuff like that. And of course, people equate that to Moses, but yet the antiquity stories aren't there. So, yeah, I would love to see how you would put that together.
My personal belief is since Barabbas translates to Jesus of Nazareth, I think they had the same name, but they give the Jesus in the Bible the name Jesus instead of Barabbas to like ease confusion, I would assume.
Yeah.
Because Barabbas sounds more of an African name because you know that Jerusalem and all that good stuff was in Africa. So they had names like Mary, Jesus, Joseph, and all that stuff back then. So I feel like they just changed the name.
That's what's up. Shout out to these YouTube streets. Peace to you, peace to you, peace to you. Real slow.
Moonflower, you was talking about military service and medical discharge.
Yeah.
Okay, that shit is real, man. I was in the service a while back, and it took me over 10 years to get a fucking compensation rating, and then it was hella low. Came back like 2 years later after appealing, and they increased it a little bit, and I finally put in for the compensation rating to be increased this year. So we'll see what happens. But damn, that shit's been a long ass process. I joined after 9/11 and shit. Here I still am working on that
Yeah,
shit.
because they still owe me back pay from when I first joined, and that was 2 years ago. They still working on my back pay.
Damn, bro. America's broke, like Germany said. You you joined because of 9/11 or after 9/11?
Because of
Oh man, you really been in, huh? You thought we got attacked?
yeah,
You still believe it?
not really. No, I think it was a
Damn, I thought I
job.
had that one. I thought I had what 9/11 was the inside job debate.
Whether it was inside or outside, somebody got paid to do that shit. It was a job, not an attack, nigga.
Mm.
And it could have been like an inside outside job, like we hired somebody to do that to us, or somebody outside hired
No,
the side
we are not
to
us. We are not us. They did something to the other part of them that they thought was included in them. It was a double cross, underhand. You know, the pyramid flew off, and people thought they was at the top, and that motherfucker left, and it was like no, and they got left in the dust.
Hey, yeah, I
Um,
actually did it to debate that shit, nigga. That was Ice Cube word that hit. That was the part of the plan for the black contract, whatever it was. Was if they don't abide by the contract for Black America, we're gonna hit their ass again. That's what it was.
I did want to respond to one person in the chat, but they deleted their message. The person called the Third
Yes.
Eye King.
What's their name?
Third Eye King. They just put him in timeout though.
Well, I can still see you. Because even if they put you in timeout, that just show up on the stream yard. Unless
Yeah,
they
but
really got your
he
ass fat.
said the Bible is a book full of pedophilia, incest, and raping women. I just want to say yes, that is true, but you have to remember back in those times, that is what was socially acceptable, especially when you came into conversation of royalty. Normally, they would keep the bloodline pure by mating or marrying inside the family. So that was something that was socially acceptable.
Who blocked them for saying that, man?
Yeah, Daniel.
Y'all dare you, man? Of course, a Bible believer. I just said, fuck that shit. This rich is mine. Hey, I thought you got your rich taken. Who gave you your rich back? God damn. Hell nah. Yeah. It said the Bible is a pedophilia lesson book. It promote rap and beat women.
He probably meant promotes rape.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, I feel better now.
Yeah, that's what I interpreted it as. But that's what was socially acceptable back in that time. Folks used to get married at like 13, 14. They had arranged marriages between girls and grown men or royalty or whatever. So, I mean, historically, he's right.
Hey, Jaddy said I only blocked one person. What you say, man?
I be feeling like a lot of these niggas want to get back to that moment though. You know what I'm saying? I don't play with niggas about that shit. Like niggas be too gung ho to say, but they used to get married at 9.
Sure
so,
do.
What, nigga? So the fuck what? I wanted that shit. Nigga, they fucked up. They was wrong. They blew it. Niggas say that shit like they want to go back to that type of time though.
They
That's
do.
They don't want to go back to none of the other shit though. Motherfuckers don't scared of what living in the woods and running water and all this shit. But you adopt that shit though. Niggas scared to go back to India. They don't want to go back to the laws, the medicine, nothing.
Nah, hell nah. They want to go back to that Afro-Asiatic part of that pedophilia, nigga.
Why you do my man like that?
You keep fucking playing. You keep playing, nigga. Anybody fucking
Oh, I still. He said, "No, Taz, that's bullshit." Oh shit.
I get you up here. You want to talk to me? Don't talk to me down there, nigga. You in the lead, nigga. Get on up here.
Oh my life.
Afro-Asiatic ain't the dude who was going on about New York yesterday?
Mm-hmm. No, that's a SAR. That was a SAR, but they kind of got the same energy. Where they just talking, don't listen.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they just talking, can't hear shit.
Sorry, Attic Lion. Shout out to Q on the building. So, not to mention that 12.3 Larry Silverstein walked away with. Yes, double payment. That shit is crazy. Yeah, he definitely meant bored. But get the katana for them heathens. I did. No, while I just went to Family Dollar, bro. One of the workers got his Bluetooth speaker in there. That mother say, precept upon precept, line upon line, precept upon precept. I'm like, whoa, they in this motherfucker bumping Israelite music.
Israelites in the dollar store. Get that. Hey man, don't go to that dollar store. You'll spend $100 easy.
Oh man, nah, I'm gonna be like, I'm an Israelite. Shalom, brother. Let me walk away with these items uncharged, brother. Most High Yahweh will bless you.
Most High in Christ. Let me get these sodas and shit. Hella juices. I be in that mug stocking up. Little $1 cereal bags. I be killing them.
But y'all, Daniel, what you don't understand is that what y'all legitimize is marriage between an underage person and a grown person, y'all wouldn't define as rape. We would. See, y'all think rape, the only rape is when a man forces sex on a woman. No. If a man marries a little girl, that's rape. But y'all think it's protected and it's not rape under the protection of marriage. It's not. It's still rape. You've legalized rape, is what it is.
Right. They want to make rapists a protected class rather than protecting the kids.
Yeah.
Right. The kid doesn't get a choice in their marriage. Their parents choose who they marry and they sign off on it.
I mean, if they want to go that far, wasn't it like if you defiled somebody's daughter, they could kill you? They don't want to go back that far, huh?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they can kill your ass for a lot of shit. If you can see your ass working on Saturday, they can stone you to death. You working on a Sabbath? Break shower?
All they want is our kids, man. That's fucked up, man.
You know what today is, right, nigga? You out here working. All right.
Today is the
Saturday. Go get the rope and shit. See that? And that's what I'm saying. Like for me, I don't know if niggas could even sustain them times. They live today like they could live like that. I don't believe it. I don't believe these Americanized niggas would be able to sustain living like biblical times or without, the everyday necessities of life. You got to almost be willing to throw everything away right now. And I just don't see niggas doing that shit.
No, you gotta wake up too early in the morning.
I feel like I probably would be burned at the stake because I talk to myself. They probably think I'm a witch.
Don't go to Boston. It's over for you.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
See, I'm a non-believer, so the way a lot of them stories is told, it's just I'm just doomed.
You through. You through. You through.
Oh, you don't believe in God?
It ain't even God. It's this God.
Yeah,
you don't believe in my God?
I wasn't there when niggas turn water to wine, so like they got to turn that shit again while I'm here. Me to believe that shit. You know what I'm saying?
What was his name? Timothy, the non-believer, the one who had to say, "Well, I don't believe Jesus alive unless he comes show me."
Doubting Thomas.
Yeah, that man.
Yeah, that's me.
Hey, y'all, Daniel, you know you died, right? Y'all, Daniel, now, remember the point we were saying about the Bible, but he went to, they was marrying little girls as early as the pre-60s, and they were rapists in the pre-60s. They were rapists, okay? A lot of our great-great-grandfathers were rapists.
I think that's what he's saying.
Yeah, but he using that to legitimize marrying little girls.
No, he's saying that they still did it in the 60s.
Yeah, but our problem was that, but he said the Bible does not condone rape. Y'all had rape under marriage. He said, well, we was marrying them in the 60s. Well, you were rapists in the 60s.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, I thought he was just saying they still did it in the 60s.
No, he want that motherfucking married little girl smoke. I don't think y'all Daniel want that shit, boy. I'll press your ass, nigga. Get your ass taken about this chat. And the land is the blind.
He said, what, bro? Hell, baby. Okay.
Why would you come up here? Why are you here?
Oh, Asiatic.
Like you think you're in a position to joust with the goat?
What's good, big dog?
I'm all right. What's up? What's happening? Peace to the panel.
No, ain't no peace. Ain't no peace.
Yeah, it's peace. I'm gonna get peace of my people. What's happening?
No better.
Man, fuck that. Peace,
man. What's up, brother Moses?
You ain't devoid me off my consciousness, nigga. Peace, nigga. Get his ass, nigga.
Man. It ain't no more consciousness, but that shit's dead. I'm ready to kill all consciousness. All forms of consciousness must go.
Is that your conscious choice?
A consciousness drilled by.
Is it your conscious choice to kill off consciousness?
That's a yes, absolutely.
To kill yourself, pretty Tony.
You know what scares me the most though about that shit? Because like when it comes to conscience, I'm not sure that it truly needs to be killed off. I think what needs to be killed off is a certain understanding within, not necessarily consciousness itself. You know what I'm saying? But some of the old paradigms within that was acceptable.
Very
Right. Because
true.
some of these new
Very,
paradigms have
very
shifted.
true.
Mhm. These
I'm
new
sorry, say it
paradigms
again.
that shifted. Oh, my bad. She is speaking.
Maybe I missed it. Thought you said something.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. What the brother just said, though, a certain kind of, especially dealing with the scriptures, we got to get into black theology and studying that language. But study that language, it shows that it's black.
Why would we be studying the language?
Well, it would be why would what you say, bro?
Why study the language?
Well, because
Like why?
the language is what gives us insight into the Africanness or the blackness of the book. When we get into the language, honestly,
Africanness.
yes, Africanness, yes, sir, brother.
So do you try to Africanize everything?
Well, I don't have to try. When we study the language, we find out the concepts are African. You know, even when we look at animal sacrifice and things of that nature, and having altars and things like that, those are African practices. We still see it in voodoo. We still see it in various different practices in Africa and the Americas. The Native American, they sacrifice certain animals. They did it in Mesoamerica as well. Those are not foreign practices to melanated people.
Right. So like what animal are you sacrificing right now?
Well, I would say aggression. That's an animal in the spiritual sense. Being calm and being
What?
collected.
Nah, nigga. You just talking about physical animals, bro.
She's a track
You
star.
tripping, bro.
I'm
Fuck
gonna
you
fuck
on
with
there,
you
bro.
where you fuck with me,
Gonna
nigga.
run like that, my nigga. You
He
just
put on
about
them,
physical animals, bro.
them
Like
new balances when he took off. He's sponsored by Nike.
Yeah, it's allegory too, though. But I don't sacrifice no animals, though. Hell no, bro. Not nowadays. But I understand it, though. I believe I do.
you understand what? You
Uh,
understand
the
what?
con- the African concepts of it. The Bible and the Quran. That's what I'm in, that's what I'm into. I don't give no fuck about what the white man said. Fuck him
Did
all
the
day.
Africans write it?
Yeah, pretty much.
No, the
It was
Greek
revealed.
wrote it.
It was
The Africans
revealed.
wrote the Bible, bro.
It was revealed to melanated people. That's who the first person that had a pen or some instrument to write in their hand that produced it. Yeah, it was revealed to melanated people.
That's not true. You believe that because the Greeks told you.
Yeah, all right. We gonna have that debate, Swab.
Yeah,
Is
we
Islam
is
Greek?
right now. Yeah, we was the first people to ever write it down. And where do you find that information at, sir?
What? We the first people spoke language and wrote language. You know that.
That doesn't mean that we wrote every book first. Just
Oh
because we
no,
came up with writing first.
oh no, of course not. We ain't write every book.
So why did you just say that?
No, I said I was talking about the Bible and the Quran. I made a misspoke though. Yeah,
No,
I
you said
believe
we
it
was
was
the
revealed
first
to the white
people to write. You know that, Swab. Said we was the first people to write.
We was.
Okay, but I'm saying that doesn't support the fact that they wrote the Bible and the letters that preceded the Bible that was translated to create the Bible.
Mm. Yeah.
They wrote all of this fake history. Then they wrote a letter that said, "Your people gave this to us, though. Y'all lost it, and we kept the copy." And you like, okay, thank you.
Nah. That's just why I like the language, bro. The language is beautiful.
Yes, because the language goes back to something that you can embrace. But I mean, that's what languages do. You don't own the language. White people speak languages. Black people speak languages. Just because just because the Greek can be translated to Phoenician or something like that, don't mean that you can trust it. Like it's just language, bro.
But I don't see you. So do you think, Suave, that you think that the Greek came from the Phoenician, or the Phoenician came from the Greek, or what do you think the Greek came from?
The Greek came from the Phoenician. The Phoenician came before the Greek. But
Yeah.
the Hebrew came after Greek.
You think Hebrew came after Greek?
Yes. The Greek
Mm.
language came before the Hebrew language. The Greek fucking system of writing is directly off of the Greek. I mean, the Hebrew system of writing comes directly from the Greek system. We have the history of the Phoenicians bringing the writing system in. Like all of that is there. There's no Hebrew mention. We got all. That's what I'm saying. Like how do you squeeze Hebrew into any of these things? Herodotus never mentions the Hebrew. Who's that? Tacitus never mentions the Hebrew. The stories that line up with the wars in these times never show the Hebrews going to war with the Hittites and the Amorites and all of these other things. Like, the history is not there. It like we would have to erase a lot of shit to even put it. It's not there. Like Nebuchadnezzar did not destroy Syria. Alexander the Great did. What you say, Ted?
Ah, shit, my mic is echoing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Nebuchadnezzar never destroyed Tyre.
Mm-hmm.
Alexander the Great did.
Yeah, well, I would say I look to the amount of letters for a lot of that, far as the Old Testament goes, because you can see that the names were definitely altered and changed in the biblical narrative, but the amount of letters are in stone, and they do tell a tale of a great deal of upheaval in the
And people
Levant.
lied in stone too. Did you know
I
that?
don't think they lied though, Suave.
Did you know that people kept papyrus from earlier days? They kept unfinished stelas, and then they would write on these papyrus, and people would see that the papyrus was old and assume the writing on it was also old. People would look at some stelas and see that the actual stone that the stela was carved at was old, but the carving that was written in there, they just assumed. But these are modern things. Like there's plenty of blank papyrus that I could go and write some of. Suave will be the man, and then you will have to say, "Hey, I dated the paper, the papyrus, and it goes back 2,000 years. But you got to date the ink. You have to date the ink. You have to look at the carving. That shit was bogus, bro.
Yeah, I don't think Hezekiah's seal was bogus. I don't think the Midianite pottery in the Sinai Peninsula is bogus either. It just happens to be, it shows the presence of certain biblical characters and tribes. Even if we look at them as eponymous ancestors, which I do in some cases, there's evidence of some of them.
What's an eponymous?
Eponymous would be like an ancestor that that represents a group more so than an individual.
Oh, a lie.
No, that's not a lie. It's just a group. You
Yeah, it
know,
is. If a group of people did something, and then I wrote a book and said Suave did it, Suave just represents these group of people. That's a lie. Like, why wouldn't you just say the group of people did it?
yeah, I disagree. I see what you're saying, but I disagree though.
I mean, and we talking about the Most High, the God. We're talking about our souls, and y'all letting people play with mistranslations, anthropomorphism.
We ain't do it. The white
Yeah,
man
you
did it.
are. You're doing it right now. You just said I
I'm not
look
doing
at that
anything.
as when a group of people do something, and it's told to me that it was one person that did it. They playing with you. Why they just didn't say the group of people did it? Why would we
No,
have?
I'm just saying I'm not the one who tampered with the Bible. I didn't rewrite the Bible. The European did that. The King Jameses and the Constantines, all of them devils,
Yeah, but you the
got
one who accepted the fact that they would say one person did something instead of like they would take a story and then change the story and you say, oh, they only represent that group by one person. And yeah, they fucked with the names, but I look at the Armana, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, bro, they bullshitting, bro.
Nah, them tablets is they on point, man. With the
All the
Bronze
time.
Age collapse. With the Bronze Age collapse, though, brother.
Hey, so is King James black?
Nah, I don't fuck with that King James Black stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I ain't, I ain't, I
He was
know
a
that.
black man.
I know
First
that
they say you
cracker
black, then they
owned the
say you was
Potomac
gay.
Company.
So man, fuck that. They just fucking with you.
and the London company and brought our people over here on them ships.
I
Some of
say,
us.
nah, he Islam. He ain't gonna fuck with that.
Yeah.
They know about that shit. It's the Christians and now the Israelites that got to hold on to the King James because that's the only place you're gonna find that Deuteronomy 28:68.
Mm. So wait, so what does the non-King James version say?
The non-King James version?
Yeah, Deuteronomy 28:68.
Oh, well, that would be you talking about before like the Great Bible, the Queen's Bible, shit like that. A lot of that stuff it was missing. It's just not in there. A lot of the Matthews, like I think that the Matthew, I hate it, but
Wait, so
like
that
a lot of people at it later.
so that's part of the what they call it, the name of the convention. I can't even think of the name of that shit. I done heard that shit so fucking
Oh,
much.
the Nicaea Council and all of that. Yeah.
That's part of that shit.
And they had to refine that shit because they didn't know if they were still believing in polytheism or if it was, the Trinity, Father, Son, and the Holy. They didn't know whether
All
Jesus
that's where
was
all that
the
shit came into play.
Son
The
of
Trinity,
Man. Yeah, all of
hell,
that shit.
Satan, all of that shit came into play right there.
They was taking all, so many people that was trying to use it and learn it, especially since it was being disseminated throughout the Roman Empire, that people was just doing their own thing, like the Eastern Orthodoxy, all of that shit. So when they came together, I guess they still got it wrong. That motherfucker is a pink unicorn. They trying to say all this other shit. That motherfucker was a pink unicorn. Fuck that. And they believe in all of that fucking shit wiped on walls and cave walls. They believe the chisel and rocks, and they believe the scribble on a piece of papyrus. They believe all of that shit. So I'd be like, man, y'all, I don't know. What will it take to make you a non-believer? Or make you understand that that's still just shit scribbled on a wall and goddamn chisel in a rock and scribble on a piece of paper, man. That's crazy. But they believe it, which is why I call it the most powerful propaganda ever.
It is.
So where are y'all at that they calling this shit a papyrus though?
The papyri were I guess the oldest copy of it. They're like shrapnels and shreds now. But yeah, that's what we talking about before they got to using metal tools to carve. They was writing on papyri.
Right. So if I just walk in somewhere historically, a place where this thing would be, you said it's a papyrus, right?
Yeah.
Spell that for me.
Papyrus.
Right. So now what I want you to do is I want you to Google that. Because what it'll do is it'll tell you how to say it. Right?
Any papyrus?
No, we're not just gonna jump to it. We're gonna stall this out for as long as possible.
Moon ain't playing with y'all.
We're gonna stall this out. We're gonna stall this one out because because Brother Moses jumped in there with him and did it too. I'm trying to figure out why. See, if Brother Moses said a papyrus, I wouldn't have said nothing. But once Brother Moses says a papyrus, now I got to know what's wrong with me.
Papyrus?
Right.
Yeah,
Both of y'all said it. I'm good. It's just one of y'all said it. But when both of y'all say it, well, now we got to clear it up, nigga. Somebody wrong, me or y'all. Okay. No, it's not a papyrus. Don't say that shit.
You pulling some King Shinar shit. How you walk from Africa to Egypt?
Yeah, they ain't get my name right.
But I can see he wouldn't his shit wouldn't be crisp though. He wouldn't even have nothing to direct you with. He would just say, you wrong, bro. That's how you said it, bro. That's how you said it, bro.
You said it wrong, bro. You said it wrong, bro.
Hey, calm down, bro.
Papyrus.
How could you get that wrong? That little robot don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Now you leave a robot over me?
You stupid, bro. I can't have fun with him though, bro. I think that's the problem, bro. I can't have fun.
Hey,
He ain't no fun, nigga.
Hey, nah, they scratching at your surface, man, trying to get you to push that debate up, fam. Hey, I love that y'all want these debates, man. I'm so glad. I thought y'all were just gonna come over here and be on bullshit, but motherfuckers really appreciate them debates in the environment, man.
Well,
So
you 6 weeks away. He ain't that far away.
shit for the chat. They want 2 debates a
Hey, right,
day.
nigga, you here, nigga. You better get on that clock, nigga, or get up out of here.
If you busy, you busy. You wouldn't have time to be chat typing.
Trying to tell you, start pressing down on niggas. That shit was funny though when what's his name? What's that motherfucking name? True Justice came up here like, "You're not the boss, Tomo."
Hey, man. That nigga snap, bro. Hey, let me try.
I'd have snipped the fuck out of that.
Like, bro, you right, my nigga, but calm your ass down, though, bro. Like, I get what you saying, but bro, like niggas trying to do something, bro. Don't do my man like that, bro. God damn.
God damn.
That's the last thing we need is the niggas start. Go ahead, Brother Moses.
Hey, I'd have stopped the whole stream, pulled out the little, what's that shit called? The little World Wonder Share that I used to snip. Oh my God, I'd have clipped that shit immediately. I'd have just had to be behind the live stream for a second because I'd have had to have that one.
Bro, that shit was so motherfucking uncalled for, bro. And
God damn,
I guess my thing is, if a nigga take the shit and taking a leadership role and shit, like, bro, you can't do that, bro. You make it like so a nigga don't even want like it become fucking then. Debate or don't debate. Fuck you niggas. Like I don't like that idea. Like I like the idea of niggas questioning debaters and holding them to a standard. Nigga, y'all ready or what? I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Hell yeah. Every now and then somebody gotta fucking take the reins and get us back on course. Shit.
Yeah, nigga the MVP. I played alone. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't but yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with what he did. Like I played along with him. Like I could have easily said, I mean, what you running though, my nigga? Like, my nigga, you ain't even had a fucking debate yet, bro.
Who the fuck you think you is? You been missing post debate shows and shit?
Like, turn that shit all the way around. Like, bro, y'all hear this motherfucker, man? I'd had 5 debates, motherfucker. 5! You know what I'm saying? Turn that shit to some whole other shit. Yeah.
That nigga like Taz, we not doing that. We not doing that.
Right.
Hey, niggas is funny, dad. Hell nah. Man, where True Justice at? I'm trying to see that part. We weren't sharing the panel though. I can't see what he jumped on. That nigga knocked everything off the table. You sitting here? Splash! What you talking about?
Yeah, I thought I'd be on one on some straight bullshit. That was fuck y'all. By the way. Michigan Penn State, huh?
Baby. Come sit down, get off your feet, please.
Woman, I said get in here right now.
My cat says hello.
Man, what's your cat's name?
Her name is Kitty because she doesn't answer to her name.
Hey, you bought something to disagree with you. Oh no, you rescued her.
No, we bought her from the Humane Society.
That's fucked up. They gonna sell you something they was gonna kill anyway.
I ain't finna buy no motherfucking cat. That's bullshit, dog. Like I go in that motherfucker. How are y'all selling cats though?
Fact.
I make a donation. I make a donation. Okay, why I gotta buy a cat from you niggas?
Cats are because they come spayed or neutered and they have a microchip.
But me taking one home and being a parent is nothing wrong.
Wait, what? It's a microchip in
They
the
said
cat?
microchip.
So if the cat gets lost, like they do it to dogs too. If your
Then
animal
he
gets lost,
gone. Then he gone. Then he's
no.
gone.
My cat on her collar, she has a QR code
No,
that you can scan if it ever gets lost. And
no,
it takes you to my phone number and stuff and tells you who
Oh
can pick her
man.
up.
Listen, man,
Would the cat be angry about that, being spaded and neutered?
don't do too many ties to these people like that, though, man.
They got an attitude. Yeah, that motherfucker don't answer his game.
Like,
You know, you
That
got me
5G fucking that cat up, man.
When you spay and neuter animals, that keeps them from humping on you, especially like
Let me ask
male
you this.
animals.
Let me ask you this though. Would you take a microchip?
Huh?
Would you take a microchip?
Would
I
you
don't
chip
need
your
one. I have a
kids?
cell phone.
Would you chip your babies?
We don't need one. I have a cell phone.
Smart answer. It kind of sound like you saying yeah, but I'm gonna let you say the answer you said.
What you saying is I'm already chipped. Like
I'm already chipped. I got a cell phone. That was a safe answer though.
Yeah.
Judah, my anxiety is pretty good right now because I took my meds.
Okay, so what if I had a handicapped child?
Uh-huh.
Should I chip them? Because they can't use a cell phone.
What you mean by handicap? You mean mentally handicapped?
Yeah. Whatever handicap it takes to make them not able to use a phone.
Okay, so even if they can't use a phone, you can put a phone on them and use Life 360, which gives you access to their location. Or you could simply put in one of those Apple tags, put it in their pocket, because you know the Apple tag allows you to track whatever it's attached to.
So why you don't just put an Apple tag on Kitty's chain around their neck?
Kitty came with a microchip. I didn't have to, like, when we got her, she had been spayed a week before we got her, and she already had her microchip.
I
So
can help you take that chip out that cat. You know where it's at?
I'm not sure, but I know she has a QR code on her collar. That may be the microchip.
Crazy.
Because if you scan her QR code, it tells you like if her shots are up to date. It says, you know, the parents of the cat and who is authorized to pick her up. Like if she runs away, somebody finds her. You go online to the website that the QR code is for, and you
We
put
put
like,
QR code in the
okay.
atmosphere then. Fuck that.
Yeah, I would think you taking a risk though with a chip cat, man. That motherfucker fuck around and snap. You know what I'm saying? Like just one day feel that chip and even not know what to do and get scratching uncontrollably and just start meowing all crazy and shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't be fucking with no animals, man. Trying to go inside them and putting shit in them. Like
I'm not 100% sure if the microchip is in her or if it's the QR code on her collar.
Oh, it's in there. Don't roll it back now. Don't roll it back now. No, it's chipped.
But I mean, my kitty, she pretty cool. Like she relaxed. She don't be doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff. Sometimes she gets hyper and she get to running around like a crackhead. But other than that, she just pretty relaxed. She like to watch TV and lay down, nap.
What if that's a chip?
I don't think so, because some cats are still mean.
Yeah, but that like it's a difference between being mean and being chip mean. You know what I'm saying? Like it could just snap. You know what I'm saying? At any moment. You know what I'm saying?
I doubt it.
Yeah, I didn't realize they was chipping pets though.
Yeah, when they go to humane societies, they normally chip them and then neuter them, and then they're up for adoption and stuff.
That's heavy. That's heavy. Cause listen, ain't no way I would have thought that somebody would even. But I mean, I guess if you worried about it getting lost or whatever.
My mom got our dog 4 years ago, and the dog came chipped. So,
Would you been mad if your mom would have chipped you?
Yeah, because me and my mom don't have a good relationship, so.
Damn. All right, hold on. Let me play this right quick. Speaking about good relationships. Oh, hold on. That might be the wrong one. Okay, here you go.
Yeah, that's what T does asking for, and that can nigga improve it up because he another person. Wait a second.
Hold on, no, time out. That's how I'm teeing off with this little bitch. I don't have to answer to you.
That shit was so fucking funny.
Hey, Moonflower was like, who he call a bitch?
My boyfriend was right here when that happened. He said, "What the fuck?"
What's going on? You ain't joining this debate, Lee. Hold on. Easy.
Yard down for that. You making it
hold on, just a second, True Justice. Hold on,
don't push your yard down for that. You making it
hold on, just a second, True Justice. Hold on, just a second.
Yeah, that's what T does asking for, and that can nigga improve. All you gotta do is be less weird and more informed on the shit you randomly bring up. Because he another person that do that.
Hey, Domo, I don't have to answer to your little bitch ass, okay? So know that.
Oh, wait a second.
Hold on, no, time out. That's how I'm teeing off with this little bitch. I don't have to answer to you.
It's the Sabbath. Come on.
Hold on, no. It's easy. I don't have to answer to you. It's that easy. It's easy. Yeah. Hey, you want me to kick you? You gonna do? What you gonna do? No, I'm saying that's how I'm teeing off. That's how I'm teeing off.
Why are you teeing off?
No. It's cool. He's a weirdo. When's your next debate? It's none of your business. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. When is your next debate? You're not the debate league referee that goes around.
Yo, what the fuck?
See what I'm saying? Like he does.
Just like
He's
that,
supposed
bro.
to be like, yeah. Hell nah. That's how I'm teeing off.
Who is True Justice? Is that he sounds like Joshua Edwards?
Whoa, Joshua Edwards? I don't know who Joshua Edwards is. He do sound like a Joshua Edwards though.
Joshua Edwards is the one that was like, "I'm not white, my dad's black."
Oh, and he went and asked his dad or some shit.
He went and got that baby picture.
Oh no, this is a different person. I know this one dude, man. This motherfucker when he asked his dad, he was like, I'm not white. My dad is black or some shit. That motherfucker would have said, Dad, is you black? I'm not black. And that motherfucker slapped the shit out of him. Man, get your white ass. He started on that nigga, dog. I said, that's fucked up. That nigga crushed that nigga like that. Lied. Dad! He white as hell. Yeah.
Hola, mommy.
He said, my pad didn't ask for an LV jacket either, but he has one. Well, if you're buying your pet a Louis Vuitton jacket, you have bigger problems, sir. Southern in the building, shout out to you.
A Christmas sweater.
Yeah, Christmas sweaters are punishment. No one wants a Christmas sweater. People want a
That
Louis
is not punishment. Christmas sweaters are so cute. I have a Christmas sweater that lights up. It has a penguin and it has jingle bells.
Yeah, you had to laugh at yourself on that one. Soon as you was like, I'm finna tell them I got a penguin on my.
It got a little Christmas hat. It got jingle bells and it got LED lights.
And that don't sound like a punishment.
I used to wear that jump to school. So happy.
Wow.
Oh, I used to hang out with the weird kid with the teddy bear. She used to walk around with a fucking teddy bear.
Well, I'm glad you survived that. Came a long way. It's a Hill 7. Hell nah. That's fucked up. Oh, nah, it's New Zealand Josh. Oh, Joshua Edwards. Oh, that's Josh? Okay,
Yeah.
My New Zealand.
I've been said that shit like 3 times, bro.
No, I didn't.
Australian motherfucker, bro. She talking about.
No, I showed it. Didn't you say that? Did y'all hear him say that? He was on mute, wasn't he? I'm blaming it on him.
About that day, I was up here talking to that motherfucker. I remember when he said that shit.
Hell
That was kind
no.
of the question when he started acting like a Karen. Like, am I cool to be here, Solar?
Yeah, it was like Queen Cascade ain't on one of those shit that night. She all in the back chat having a conversation with her, like, your accent. Is it British? Like, she on this trail, like, you sound. She tries to say white. It's a whole so then she just bust out at one point. She like, Josh would like to ask us a question. He was like, well, that was for you, like the whole conversation. Well, that was for you. Like, no, read it to her. He like, is it okay if I'm around here? Am I welcome here? I said, oh shit, man. That was the beginning. That shit was so funny. Next thing we know, it's just, that motherfucker. Well, all right. Slap me. That nigga was up in beatboxing. 3 minutes later, man, that nigga was, up in,
My interview's gonna be in like an hour.
That shit, bro. I forgot all about that shit, bro. Yeah, that much later, bro. Like it was just like that quick. I'm like, well, wait, bro, hold on. Now you the entertainment, motherfucker.
I think it was up in freestyling. I'm Josh from the Posh. Hell nah. You said another hour?
Yeah, Solar just called, said he just got off work and it's gonna take him a minute to get home. So
And
he said
then
7 o'clock.
motherfucking sci-fi be bothering them. Sci-fi, let Solar do the interview. Straight off for work. Yeah.
You said what?
I'm poking fun at Sci-Fi and Solar. It's okay if you mean. Oh shit, yeah, that shit was funny as hell, dog. That nigga was beatboxing and freestyling, dog. That nigga was talking about yo. And that nigga hit that pedal the next time Locust fuck. That nigga hit that pedal like yo. I said, what, bro? Oh shit, man. And I be feeling bad that racism still exists because a lot of this shit is enjoyable, but we just can't tolerate it at this point in time. But man, bro.
This nigga Blue gonna say, that ain't it, bro.
Bro. That nigga really felt sorry for that nigga, dad. He was like, man, Solar said it. What he said? The girl set him up, bro. And that nigga Taz got on the pedal. Blue was like, hey, man. They set him up, bro.
Oh, shit. Hey, that shit was funny. I'm
Yeah,
like, I seen it. Nigga. I'm sitting here watching, bro. Like, nigga, and Solar gonna say, of all things, the nigga said, well, yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, I should have stopped him.
He was like, hey, they asked him to do that, bro.
But look, right, that nigga crazy, bro. That nigga said, then he flipped it on me, though, bro. Like, but shit, fuck what you talking about. Man, I need to listen to that shit, man. He like, turn it into my decorum and how I communicate and shit. Okay, that nigga, fuck you, nigga.
Because he was intimidated.
Yeah, he was caught in that moment. That was a bad moment, nigga. I had you, nigga. It was over. That nigga tried to flip that shit on me.
Oh shit!
I came up here to see if my sister keeper, so I got to make sure my sister ready for this interview.
We get the ice packs and prepare to cut her eye. She might need that help.
They nice right now. Look, sis, they nice right now, but they, just get ready now. I hope you know that it's not gonna be nice over there, right? Moonflower.
Oh yeah, Moonflower. She talking to you.
Sorry, I was talking. What's up?
You ready for the interview, sis?
Yes, ma'am.
So you
know the dog. The whole game up. I'm gonna be like, so look, I'm gonna give you a little hint on my question. My question's gonna come in like, so you said the cat likes me, right?
Yeah.
That's the clue. That's where we go.
They nice right now. They nice right now. I just need you to be ready, okay? You got hey, put Kitty down and do whatever it takes to get in war mode. I just need you to be, because look, I feel like you ain't gonna come away crying, but I just gotta make sure.
No, I'm be fine. I got my notebook in front of me so I can do when I get anxious.
Nah, you
Oh,
gotta
you
be
got your note.
raw.
What you gonna be taking? What you gonna take notes on in the notebook?
When I was watching some of the other interviews, like Solar was asking specific questions and stuff. So in order to remember his questions, I like to write things down. That way I can break it up in points and be able to
Sis,
talk better.
Oh, yeah,
sis, you're a woman and they about to come at you and they gonna make sure you can take these arguments. They're gonna make sure you can take these trickery. They're gonna make sure you can survive through the woods. So I just want your mind to be in the right place when you go in this interview.
Yeah, they ain't even gonna say nothing. It's gonna be all me. Me on there wild. No, Moonflower.
Now, how's your name Moonflower? Ain't no flowers on the moon. This is
If you
ridiculous.
want, like,
Not
yeah,
a
that's what
one.
I'm trying to tell her right now. Y'all nice right now, but
Not a
then
one.
it's the ones that you the coolest with that's gonna rip a
Do you
rawhide.
really believe that there are flowers on the moon?
Not on the part that we can see. No flowers. That's crazy.
She must be on the phone or something.
Hello, yeah, my job calling me.
No, go ahead. Talk to your job. We finna just.
Ain't no.
We preparing to get on your head. That's all. A little practice.
Yeah, no, anybody.
Never mind, she hung up. I guess we was supposed to be at work. Everybody thought we was off. Ain't nobody go in. I guess we was supposed to be at work, but it's after 6 p.m.
Damn.
anyway, so it ain't like we gonna go.
Hell no.
Dang. That's some crazy stuff.
Because I work at an after school program. So everybody thought we was off today.
Y'all playing that shit. Like if don't none of us come in.
I mean, the
Hey,
schedule said I wasn't on, but then old girl called me asking me if I was there, and I was like, "Girl, no, why? I'm off." She was like, "No, the schedule say we on." I said, last time I checked the schedule, I was off." I mean, it's after program time anyway, so it really don't matter. If any of the girls came, they already went home by now.
damn.
They'll be all right.
I don't even know what to say.
Where all the kids that was just standing outside with their book bags and shit looking crazy.
I know.
I mean, the bus come back and pick them up.
You should have hit that
bus.
You should have hit that hookah on that bar right there. Yeah, that's the bus driver's job.
They'll be all right. They'll be all right.
Yeah, no.
But you ready for the
When I'm
ground?
off, I don't be thinking about them kids.
Look, it's the like you sitting up here, Swab cool, Taz cool, and everything, but it be the coolest ones that's gonna rip.
Cool.
That's gonna rip.
I mean, I watch Taz videos on the regular, so I already know.
Yeah,
all right.
So fucking cool. Right.
It's radio.
Y'all be cool. You be yelling at people.
When
You be making me feel anxious for them.
Nigga trying to. Hell no.
Let's wait. Let's calm down. Now, outside of this debate league, where have you seen me yelling at somebody?
I watch you on your channel. I watch you on Nile.
Right. So what do you mean? Who am I yelling at on my channel? Who? Who am I
You
yelling?
was just yelling at that old man.
He wasn't there. I'm literally talking.
It don't
to
matter.
him.
You was still yelling at him.
You
You was yelling at the honest truth. You was yelling at that little other boy.
No, that don't count to me. Cause look, she don't do well in this league because she done set the narrative already. Listen, hold on. Now that don't count. If I ain't talking to the person, I ain't yelling at him. Okay, you talking about yelling when ain't nobody there but me. I'm the only one in the room.
Okay, well, you yelled at that Space Ghost Perp guy. You who else you yelled at? You have yelled at some other people. I just be like, okay.
I didn't say I didn't do it. I just wanted to see who you was talking about and what incident you had recorded. So okay, so you know what I'm saying. I never said you was wrong or you didn't have any examples. I just wanted to see. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. You've been paying attention. All right.
I mean, it's not like they didn't deserve to be yelled at. So
Yeah, I don't just go around yelling at people for nothing, right? Right.
But you know what? With that old
right.
man, I don't blame you because you know what? I ain't
I'm
never
calling
seen.
that old man, y'all. His name Bob Rashan.
I know, but no, he ain't no
Y'all make
old.
it sound bad when
They
you
be
say
trying to
that
call
old
him an
man.
elder.
I don't feel right with y'all saying that old man.
Who done branded that
Coming
nigga?
from me.
The old
It's coming
man.
from me. And this from previous observations. He is two-faced and he is fake. He flip-flops all over the place like a fish. I don't even know why anybody would try to uphold him in anything. It's like, God dog, you too old to be acting this childish on the internet.
What the
With
hell?
no
Regardless of
teeth.
too old, he too ugly to be on the internet. Don't nobody want to see him looking like that.
With
He look
no
like a
teeth.
baby bird.
He did me dirty though, man. I feel terrible.
But you know why he angry though. You know
That
why
shit
he
bothered
angry.
me, man. For
You
real,
know
'cause
why he angry.
like that nigga ain't have to
He
do
really
me
do
like
look like a
that.
bird. I can't unsee that now.
A baby bird.
And he be sitting up there looking like a runaway, like he a runaway slave.
Baby, he look like he chew up. He look like he make his kids chew up his food and feed it to him.
Fucked up.
Ain't none of his kids dealing with him. You was right, Taz. Ain't none of his children.
Why you put
Cause you
that?
know,
Why
like,
you put that big forehead man up here?
then be having the nerves to go live and act like he telling somebody something.
I'm trying to
With no teeth.
He's a
That
black
camera red.
I don't even want to replay this. Hey, this moment is gone in history, bro. But oh shit, I don't even want to replay this. Why he cut
Who
his?
the fuck is that, bro?
Who you think
That's
that
that
is?
dude you was getting into it with
Edward,
that day.
that's true
When
justice.
you was
They go
like,
your
Oh
No, that ain't no
There go
true
your
justice.
true justice, Taz. There go your true.
damn.
no, that's
There go
not
your
true
true
justice.
justice.
Australian dude.
That's not true justice. That's that other
That's the
boy.
Australian dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh shit, man. This conversation was so fucking cringy.
Well, I didn't see that picture right there, but that picture right there, he looked like a stone cold killer.
He made that face when you kept coming on Taz and you kept
God
saying that he's
damn,
not
bro.
black. So he made that face and then he went and got a baby picture.
He would have got a baby picture and died with that motherfucker though. Like, bro, so white person in that picture, bro. What the fuck are you doing, bro?
He's delusional.
Then he had so much smoke for the women, but then when Taz come on, he want to get up and go get a baby picture. Sir.
Did he not say his religion was Jewish? Did he say he
I
was
don't
Jewish?
know. Ooh, I'm finna make me a new hoop.
I don't know, but he knew the Bible though. Well, he,
Yeah,
he got
that's
his
why I
own
believe he's
understanding of it
Jewish.
anyway. I don't, how some people say he don't know the Bible, but he got an understanding of it. I say that because he know more than I would know on the fly.
That's what he challenges the most. He challenges that the most. And he challenges things from a Hebrew perspective too. From a Hebrew language perspective. Let me say it that way, so the Hebrew family in the chat won't get mad at me. He challenges things from a Hebrew language perspective, like he was talking about numerology one day. And I think he comes on to be antagonized, so he'll have an excuse. I think he likes being antagonized because he does stuff to see what we're gonna do, to see how we're gonna react.
Yeah, I don't think he's a bad dude. I just thought that was a bad look. I thought he needed to be told, hey, look, that ain't it right there. Like, you're going too far. Culturally,
Working too
I
hard.
don't accept you culturally as a black person. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you tripping.
But that's what he expects though, because he's this, he ain't new to this area, because like little do we know, it's a lot of white, like white people, European people or whatever floating around here. You know what I'm saying? And they be all up in the chat starting all kinds of stuff, and it's like, just some of them get bold enough to come to the forefront, but it is what it is. Like people be thinking that all these people be black. All these people ain't black sometimes.
Right, I agree.
All right, hold on, I'm back. I
damn sure I'm agreeing.
And that's what I'm talking about. He don't know how to talk to motherfuckers. When he came on in here, if I'm not talking to you. No, you was talking to me. If he would have came on here on some shit like, if he would have came on here on some shit like, yo, Florida, like, what's up, man? Like, why the fuck? Why you let this white boy?
Like he got
you acting like a pussy right now. Like, ain't nobody gonna be sitting up here letting you call him a pussy. You don't know how to communicate with niggas. You need to work on that, bro. You don't know how to communicate. You need to work on that, bro. So what you think you're doing? What you think you're doing? So what you think you're doing is gonna but then you got two black men doing in front of what you calling a fucking white boy. You gonna continue this?
Oh, there you go.
You gonna sit up here with this white boy anyway?
That ain't no better.
White boy right there. Fucking leader, nigga. You saying he ain't white?
He look Hawaiian.
He said what?
He look Hawaiian. His dad looks Hawaiian or Asian. He looks Hawaiian or Asian or Polynesian or something. He don't look.
Yeah,
that's Hawaiian. That's not black. That's Hawaiian
man,
or Asian.
that's a Negro.
That's a lie.
Negro, bro.
That's a lie.
This is a Negro. That ain't no
That's
Negro.
a lie.
Let's
Look at that hair going over his ear. Look at the hair going. Now our hair ain't gonna do that.
Hold on. Hey, listen to what this nigga Taz said.
White boy right there, like you say. Okay, that's what I look like for you. That's my he's not white.
Go back to your name. Go back to your name. This is the fucking one drop rule, nigga, man. This shit is unreal. It's one drop rule, black nigga, dog. This shit's unreal.
I didn't finish.
Yeah, man, no, that ain't cool in America. I don't know.
Negro.
Being on here having told you that, but that's not okay in America. People
You're
who look
lying.
like you.
And then he told that nigga that
he's from a black tribe.
there you go.
He's not black, bro. He's not fucking white, bro.
He's not black.
He's a tribe. Well, he's from a black tribe. Is that what you say?
He just showed his family picture. Those are not black people.
Hey man, shout out to Josh Dog, man.
Those are not black people.
Hey. Oh shit. Shout out to the world for being so goddamn real, man. This shit here, boy.
Anything but black.
Anything but black. Anything but black.
Yeah, he look Hawaiian though. His dad looks Hawaiian or Polynesian or something like that, but that ain't black.
Hey, well, we don't look like the original people of this land. We look like a mixed version of them. He looked like a mixed version of the original.
We got too much. No, we have carbon. Like we have carbon.
We got
like
carbon too.
No, he don't have carbon. He has melanin. He has melanin. He's melanated. Because there's.
I'm talking about his dad. This dude right here. That dude.
Yeah, but that's a different melanin though. That's like a. That's like a. What is it?
Man, if your people would have been in that land, this would be you.
Yeah, and I would be proud of that. And I would be proud of that being me too, if my people were in that land. But like my people were in this land, so I'm proud of my people being in this land. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's a Negro.
That doesn't classify. Let me try to find 4 original haplogroups. That was 5 original haplogroups that was in the museum, and you will see that his class of people would be either Malaysian or Mongoloid. They wouldn't be.
He's a mixed indigenous person.
Yeah, now definitely indigenous from Hawaii or something like that, but not indigenous.
Australia.
Hell, Australians are black. I like Australians are Australoids.
The handle. It's a handle to a drawer.
Australians are Australoids. Australoids, the people in America classify as Australoid American. We're as Australoid American. But the Polynesians and the Melanesians, they're lighter. And he's up there.
If you and him was walking up the street in 1940, wouldn't y'all both get attacked? If some racist white people, no, the racist white people wouldn't attack him.
Nope.
Your body wouldn't even let you get that out right.
Now, my body let me get that out right.
He would have got lynched. This man would have got lynched. They'd have like, look, get that nigga.
No, they wouldn't have. No, because Asians was here in America back then in 1942. Asians been here for a long time. They helped build like the railroads and stuff.
Asians were very exclusive to here, like where their participation here was very direct, very contained, and they wasn't just out in society. But
yes, they were. It's two types of Asians, though. You got the Mongoloid Asians, which we call the Native
I'm talking about the Chinese and the Japanese looking motherfuckers.
Right, and then you have those, and they were here too in building the
railroad.
railroad.
Niggas building the Constitution, weren't writing the Constitution.
Nah, they were trying to fit in, but they weren't getting lynched doing Jim Crow or nothing like
that.
They
weren't trying to fit in. They was trying to partner up like they doing in Africa now.
Right.
That's what the Chinese was doing over here then. They didn't give a fuck about being part of this motherfucker.
Because the Africans and them are brothers. Don't you ever hear Farrakhan say the Asiatic black man?
I don't care what okay, let me calm down.
There he go, Afro-Asiatic.
So Africans,
yes, man,
are more Africans are closer related to the Asians than you.
Right, because Africa used to be like.
Are you more related to the white man than the African?
No.
So the African is more closer related to the Chinese than you, but they're closer related to you than the white man.
Right.
I wish he was in this league.
I can be.
No, I'm saying
I'm building my way, but I got like I come with some strong stuff. See, I get attacked. First of all, see, this is one problem. I've been doing this. I'm Black Conscious Fraud Committee, BCFC, right? I've been getting attacked for this. And I have things to lose, so I'm not willing to. I don't want to come. I would love to debate, but I don't want. I ain't coming on here.
Yeah, I know that bullshit. Yeah, I understand.
On that camera, and then because I have some people like like I got a lot of more in Hebrew enemies already. Like even in this, even sometimes from over here, I have to set it straight. Because they still don't know what I mean. Because I say what I mean. You know what I mean? When it comes down. And I'm not mean about it. I'm just correct about it.
Mm-hmm.
From my, like if they want to say from my standpoint. But, I do research. But at the same token, it's like this. Back in the day, Africa was, the term Africa was formed, invented, created in 1860. Before then, that continent was called Africa Major and Africa Minor. That's why Afro-Asiatic has Afro-Asiatic on there. That's why Farrakhan says Afro.
No, that's simply because Negroes learned from those people. Africa was called plenty of things by different people. There was no one accepted culture at that time. Like the Western society culture is the dominating culture, and we imagine that it's always been like that. No, this is a modern thing. There were different people of Africa will refer to Africa as something totally different than the outside people will refer to them.
And they don't call them people in the continent, indigenous to the continent, don't call themselves African.
Yeah, there's never any chance to use that terminology because that's like a global terminology. You know what I'm saying? That's like me and you talking, and I'm like, no, I'm American. You say, what are you? I'm gonna be like, shit, where you from? I'm from Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, I'm from the United States. So they would never talk like
yeah, I have to specifically tell you I'm African. No, we're in Africa. Okay, they shooting again. Yeah,
Well,
it's
they'll tell
African,
you what,
but
like,
they
even when
don't
you
know
look
their
into
tribe or
people's
their
history,
family name or something like
they'll
that.
tell you their tribe or either their country. Because
Their
there are
family
many
name,
countries.
yeah.
Because, like, a lot of people think that, you know, um, that Africa is a country. Africa is not a country. There are many countries in Africa. And within those countries, there are many tribes in that country. And they're still connected with their tribes. So, you know, a lot of times they're going to tell you they're tribal. Like, if they're over there, they're going to give you their tribal name. When they come over here, they think we're ignorant, you know, because most are.
I
And
mean,
so,
they know we're ignorant. It's not like
right.
they know we don't know. If they come over here, we say people like, oh, Ubuntu, like, oh man, what the fuck? You have,
Right.
yeah.
And
So I
then that's
mean,
like I was saying about the Asiatic. It's like just like you were saying earlier about wait. I almost, you know, I'm ADHD. You were saying earlier about what was it, languages, I believe, or
Mhm.
something. You were like, okay, it was phonics, then it was and you were right. Phonics, then it was uh Arabic, and then I think you said Hebrew, Greek. Well, Arabic, Greek, and then Hebrew was last. You were right. See, there's an order to it. And so, like, when we're looking up or researching history, like that's the same thing. You got to look at the time frame. So if you look up Africa, you're gonna only get a limited amount of history. If you're looking up Asia, or, you know, some of the indigenous names, you're gonna get other, you know, information or other history, depending on how, you know, the white man chose to document it. Because we recorded history differently in our indigenous times. Like, people be tripping about writing
America
on.
didn't record history.
Yes, we did.
What history came from America?
The codexes. The codexes.
Which codexes?
The Mayan codexes, the Aztecs codexes, the Incan codexes. We
When was the
record
Mayans and the Aztecs?
black folk.
No, when?
Like, shoot, I don't even know how to. That's
You get what I'm saying?
Mesoamerican.
So we're talking
Wait,
about.
I can, but I'm ADHD, so that
Well, I'm saying
numbers.
what writings were being written in America
The
contemporary
other day
to
with your debate, with who was it?
Battle
Oh,
Axe?
it was T-Duck,
T-Duck last, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
not to wall. You said not to wall. You was talking about all of the goddesses and stuff, and you start bringing up, like, you know,
Yeah,
and
but
you know,
that's what my point. My point is that that's very ancient. That's not modern. I'm talking about it when things were being written in the 1200, 1300, 1400, 1500s.
oh,
What
this goes way
writings?
back before then.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. The Americas, which would be the name, because just like Africa, America is a modern name. These
See,
places was not
America
called
wasn't even
America.
always called America either.
That's what I'm saying. That was my point. America hasn't always been called America.
Right.
America was not recording history. It was the
They
English.
have, you know, and you can look up you research American history by time frames. Like, you got the Mesoamerican period, then you
Uh-huh.
have the Paleo American period, you have the woodland culture, So you have to, that's how you research American history. And I'm gonna say it again because it's very important. Mesoamerican history, that's gonna take you beyond Columbus. Because most people can tell you about is Columbus because they don't know how to research back farther. So to research back farther, the next step would be Mesoamerican. That's going to take you into the Mayans, Aztecs, and the Incans.
The
Okay,
woodland is 1000 BC to 1000. I'm asking what books or compilement of information was being created in the Americas in the 1300s and up.
Okay, archaeology. Now, one thing I am going to say about America is that it has not been totally colonized. It has not been completely researched. They're in the research period right now. You know, okay. And so the next thing that I'm going to say is that, um, you know, when you're looking for this type of information, what you have to do is put PDF behind it, or you have to look at
Click on book.
the archaeologists, or you have to look at the scientists that was associated with it. You know what I mean? Like when you find, just like, let's start with a PDF. Just put in Mesoamerican PDF. Okay, so you would look at, especially the codexes. The best example I can use is the codex. Go back to a scholar or researcher of the codexes. Okay, then you get that name, and then you put in PDF, or you put in the scientific research of that particular scientist. And so you have to sort of start paying attention to the archaeologists and to the scientists that are researching over here to see their findings, because a lot of this stuff is not,
Okay,
published.
but like the English got the Bible, the Africans got, like, the Peret M. Haru and other African, script, and the Asians got, the Varavigitas, the Indians got the Varavigitas, like what book or compoundment of information, of history or spiritual beliefs or philosophy came from out of the indigenous American or the Native American, whatever the terminology
Well,
is.
it's like, so this is how you have to look at that. No book came from those continents as well. Like, no book came from that as well. The only reason why you have books right now is because of the fact that, like, for this period, from the time back up until now, like I just say 1900s, 1900s up until now, or even before the 1800s up until now, they have been heavily focused on Africa. This is why we have development in Africa. And so that's what I was saying earlier. They're just now at like a secondary level here in America. They're still uncovering pyramids. They're still uncovering art, sacred artifacts. They're still uncovering
Yes,
a
but
lot.
y'all wouldn't have, these things wouldn't have to be found. That's what I'm saying. Like they're not uncovering these things. These things are known. Like they didn't find the Peret M. Haru. The Peret M. Haru were well known, and then they will find copies of it. Like all this information was never lost. It was always compiled and
See, there's
stolen
the
by the
difference.
Europeans and stuff like that.
Okay, so let me tell you the
When the
story, right?
Europeans came into America and colonized it, what did they take from the people that was here? Like what writings, what artifacts
Basically, they
they
got
got
the codex.
stolen?
The majority of their information comes from the codexes. At this point, up to this point, right? It comes from the codexes.
But which
Okay,
codex? Codex, it's a lot of codex. It's Codex
right? It's
Sinaiticus, Codex Vaticanus.
Mayan, Aztec, and Incan.
But y'all didn't have that when the white man came and colonized America.
Yes,
Y'all
we
wasn't
did.
dealing
You
with.
go back and research it. First of all, just start with the codexes, and you're gonna see. I can't think of the. I'm ADHD, so I can't think of these people's names off the top of my head. But there is a woman and a man, Sisner, something like that. It's something with an S, and they're archaeologists of Mesoamerican studies. Okay, and as well, you had this guy back in the 1200s. I think it was something. He was a Spanish guy, and it was something with the L. And he burned. He actually would try to burn some of the information, just like they always do, like Alexander the Great or whatever. They try to get rid of evidence or whatever. He actually tried to do that as well. So, like, so don't get mad or don't get defensive. I'm just telling you, like, and I'm not pushing nothing on nobody. I'm just telling, because I want people to research
Oh, you
for
gave me
themselves.
a great answer. The Maya Codex, right?
Right. I just
Okay.
want people to research for themselves. So that's why I give people research points, because it's like, don't believe me. I know my history. I know my genealogy. Genealogy. So it's not like for me, and I'm not trying to make everybody who I am, or make everybody believe in everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
just
So they use bark paper. Bark
and
paper.
the codexes are on stone. The codexes are on stone and are on stone.
Yeah,
They didn't have paper.
that's what
Well,
I
I
was
see.
saying.
I see. It say the Mordecai codexes or singular codex are folding books written by the pre-Columbian Maya civilization. in Maya hieroglyphic script on Mesoamerican bark paper. It says the folding. Hold on, let me share it right quick.
Let me try to.
Yeah,
Okay, put it up right quick.
I would say the structures though alone are like books of to some degree, you know, because they
Yeah,
say
I didn't mean like a physical spine book. I mean any compoundment of information I would
okay.
consider, like a book or a stack of papers is big. You don't have to have
That
a flip over back
they
over.
compiled. That's a book that was compiled after. That's not
Uh,
that's not the original way that the book. I mean not the book. That's a book that was compiled,
Okay,
but
it
that's
says the
not.
floating books are the products of professional scribes working under the patronage of deities such as Tunsarid, Maze God, and the Howler Monkey Gods. Most of the codexes were destroyed by conquistadors and Catholic
Which
priests in the 15th century. The
Conquistador.
codexes have been named for the cities where they eventually settled. The Dresden Codex is generally considered the most important of the few that survived. The Maya made paper from the inner bark of certain wild fig trees. Ficus something. This sort of paper was generally known by the word hun in the Mayan languages. The Aztec people far to the north used the word amatu, amat. The Maya developed their hun paper around the 5th century, which is roughly the same time that the codex became prominent over the scroll in the Roman world. Maya paper was more durable and better writing surface than papyrus, of
Papyrus.
papyrus for educational purposes. Our knowledge of ancient Maya thought must represent only time fraction, the whole picture, blah, blah, blah. There were many books in existence at the time of the Spanish conquest of Yucatan in the 16th century. Most were destroyed by the Catholic priests. Many in Yucatan were ordered destroyed by the bishop in
Yep.
1562. Such codexes were the primary written records of Maya civilization, together with the many inscriptions on stone monuments and stelae
Mm-hmm.
that survived. The range of subject matter in all likelihood embraced more topics than those recorded in stones and buildings. Excuse me, and was more like what is found on painted ceramics. Alonso de Somebody wrote that in 1540 he saw numerous such books in the Guatemalan highlands that recorded their history for more than 800 years back and that were interpreted for me by very ancient Indians. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
interesting shit.
and it's called
Uh,
Popo Vu. It's
yeah, the Papa Rule.
POPOLVUH, and that goes back into a more original state.
Um, Let me see. Emperor Throne, shout out to you, man. What's going on? Appreciate
What up? What up? What
your
up,
mind,
man?
fam. All right.
Yeah. Shout out to you. Salute, Swab Boss. Salute Taz. I've been, what I'm saying, listening this whole time, trying to play it in the backfield. Some of the things that were said. Um, Here's the thing. It's bottom line. It's about timeline. If you can figure out humanity's timeline, you got your answers. We're
Mm-hmm.
just we're over here digging basically in the garbage of colonizers and conquistadors and conquerors. You know what I'm saying? People who that raped and pillaged the land, and then they're gonna tell you his story, and then that's where we're trying to come up with receipts and facts. But if you knew the whole timeline, you know what I'm saying? It'd be way much easier to understand the language, to understand where everybody's from, because now we're at the late end. This is it's just a big huge mix, and they're the main ones who wants to put a definition on everything around us. You know what I'm saying? And it just it kind of just hurts me, you know what I'm saying? Because the more we try to dig and dig and dig, the more they're gonna falsify stuff and
And
give
try to
us
cover it
false
up.
information.
Yeah, they've
Yes.
been trying
And
to
they've been
cover it
covering
up.
it up for years because
Mm-hmm.
of their conquering methods. I mean, look at the platforms and the devices that we use. You know what I'm saying? The materials to make a cell phone come from Africa, but those people ain't getting paid. You know what I'm saying? So then the fact of the whole internet, who's in charge of that? Just like who's in charge of YouTube? You know what I'm saying? They're only gonna let you stretch so far. Because if you try to take away their leadership, they're gonna cancel your ass. That's just facts. It's the art of war. And I've been knowing that. I've been knowing it's a battlefield since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna sit here and steer away from, you know what I'm saying, my enemies. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna learn my enemies just like they sat there and
They
studied us
study
and
us.
turned around and defined who the fuck we are.
Right. And we believe them.
Exactly. There has been a book that had been put out centuries ago on how to make the black man Christian. So I'm not gonna have no religious belief because they done took it and turned it and used it for evil purposes. So I ain't got that to do. You know what I'm saying? Now, the whole thing earlier about being chipped, I put it in the comments. They're starting with animals. You know what I'm saying? It's like a test run. They already tried to convince people to put it in their kids. It's a big brother program, just like with the vaccination, with this whole pandemic. What people fail to realize
That's a
is,
chip too. That's a chip too.
yeah, but they forgot to realize that what was it, the FDRI chip, the other weird tracking chip that tells you about your health and everything, but that can push a button and it'll kill your ass. It's like smaller than a grain of rice. But everybody forgot about that and focused in on Trump. They forgot about all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter who's in power. They're all on the same goddamn team.
Right. I
Period.
started breaking down the chemical elements of, because it's like even with any kind of medication, I need to break down the chemical elements of what that medication includes. Just like even with melanin, I have broken down the chemical elements of melanin. That's why I'm on here and I be saying we need to get more into science. Because like they can tell you something, but if you don't understand what they're telling you, you might go with something that's going against you because of the fact that we're ignorant to it.
Okay, I'm gonna give you some insight as far as melanin. Majority of the animals on this planet have melanin in them. You shave their fur off or whatever, they are basically, you know what I'm saying, like a bond with us. You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing is they keep spinning it, give you a different definition to make you distracted on finding the damn truth.
Right, it's
I started
carbon
realizing that. I
And
realized that by
I
walking outside.
appreciate you knowing that, QI, because that does do something to me now that I know about the carbon thing.
Yeah, it's
Melanin is the
carbon
front.
16.
Melanin is the front. Melanin is also a
It's carbon.
manipulation practice.
Right.
Melanin is a manipulation practice. We fell in love with it, and now it's all this
And that's all
misinformation
people know.
about it, all this leaning on it. We glorifying it, and it's a whoopty woo on us too. You know what I'm saying? When we get now, the point that we're at is the carbon base. How
And
that
then
comes into
it's carbon
creation.
16 at that. It's
Nothing.
carbon
Yeah,
16.
And that's the
Nothing
same
can be.
process that stars are
Nothing can
made
be
by.
organic
Yep.
without carbon. Nothing. Nothing can
But
be
Carbon is
organic without
everything, though.
carbon.
Carbon is what makes
Nothing.
stuff dark. What makes stuff because
It's the
it's
carbon.
like
It's the carbon and
carbon and
hydrogen bond.
chlorophyll are the
It's the
same.
carbon and hydrogen bond. It's called the
Yep.
carbon and hydrogen bond. Nothing is organic without the
We're
carbon
made the
hydrogen
same
bond.
way as plants. The only thing is that the plants have chlorophyll and we have carbon. That's why chlorophyll
Correct.
is good for us as well.
The chlorophyll is basically plant carbon. That's what it is. That's what the chlorophyll is. It performs just like what they call melanin, but we understand here that it's carbon. It's a form of carbon. But
yeah,
plants,
because
they draw these minerals from the earth and transform it into a liquid that we can digest. But it's a carbon base though. Nothing can be
So like
organic without it.
what Suave was saying, yeah, I would be happy to join the debate league, but see, I go real deep.
That's what
And
we do.
I go real deep and real deep.
Yeah, that's excellent that you up on that carbon. That's excellent.
Yeah, I got like on everything, I go real deep. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Yes, ma'am.
like the average person is not ready for that conversation. And people, you will be attacked. Because I've been out here and I've been doing it like not as just to teach. I just been out here like just to help people, for free and not even like on my own channel. And I'm like, I got attacked, you know what I'm saying, by groups of people. So I know a lot. I'm a veteran. I'm Black Conscious for Our Committee, BCFC. I've been out here for a long time and I know my stuff and I know how things work. So, I would be more than happy, but I have to see that, people are ready for some more serious debates. And then I have to see that it's not going to be a matter of like I said, the argument league is on a good road as long as they don't get caught up into religion, because just the religious debates like over there, and as long as like we're not being censored. That's why I like the argument league, because the argument league, anything happens here. The debate league, yes, it's more structured, but you can learn as well from the debate league.
And anything that we conversate about here is intended to cause debates at SVDL. It's just that, in the past, the Israelite thing has been a hot topic. And they were outcasted. And
Be
so
honest. Let me be honest. Let's be honest, because we have to put the truth out there. What I've noticed, because I've been on here, I'm a veteran. Religious people dominate and take over. Like the Aboriginal movement, I brought them people together. I can't say I'm the first person to start talking about it.
that's kind of what it sounded like you just said to me.
No. Let me clarify. I have to clarify, because I have to clarify. I'm not Aboriginal, but I brought those people together under the guise that we were going to research our family genealogy. We were going to research. But then in the process, I learned that it was religious people who were coming up to the forefront, and not just one religious group, but the Black religious groups that were coming up to the forefront, and they were basically, oh, we this, oh, we that. And I even had one person even say, oh, we should just call ourselves Ethiopians. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? You know what I'm saying? And and it was about, because we're not all the same people. First of all, we have different mothers and fathers. Our mothers and fathers have different mothers and fathers. Their mothers and fathers had different mothers and fathers. So we're not all the same. And so when I started seeing that, and then they tried to attack me, because this is the forefront of polygamy. They were trying to push polygamy in. And I'm like, oh no, y'all can't even handle one relationship. Nevertheless, multiple relationship. Man, them folks. So I'm just trying to say, I've been out here and I done been through the fire. And I know like what happens here. And I do want to elevate help elevate my people's minds, as well as elevate and stimulate my own mind. And unfortunately, we have to get through all of this.
With one thing that we have to be careful of, that you don't know everything. You understand what I'm saying? And anybody who actually does real study, you do find out the more you know, the less you fucking know. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I had that patience, and I understand the frustration with the religious movements. You know what I'm saying? The Black religious movement,
I'm not against anybody. And let me
you kind of are. We're gonna stand on that right now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm against religion. No, let me clarify it myself. I am against religion.
I'm with you right there.
I'm not against a person that is religious.
I mean, but that's who propagate the religion. Like the religion is the system. Without the people, the system doesn't do anything.
Through my experience, is different. It's different because everybody is an individual, and it just depends on how we relate and how we treat each other. So it doesn't. Everybody has a different opinion.
So, do you have any Israelite friends?
Yeah.
I'm joking. I'm sorry that this is such a passionate conversation, but yeah, I get your sentiment. I get your sentiments, but to go back to it, yes, and this is not to be an echo chamber, and people are supposed to be tolerated and understood. It's supposed to be the stuff that's not able to be conceived by the average motherfucker. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to get too impressed with low level studying, because we were really ignorant. It wasn't that hard to impress Black people. Like, all you had to do was learn another language. People came in Arabic and motherfuckers believed everything they said about Allah. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, now that we are learning things, we kind of as a whole got to know
like we do individually, like the more we know, the less we know. So
Right.
it's like,
And
but
that's
we
why I
getting there
say
though. We getting there.
I don't tell people what to think or what to believe. I'm gonna point you in the direction of research.
And I'm hearing,
That's the best
although
thing
I
to do.
do hear,
Research.
let me see how I can say this and it be correct.
That's the best thing to do. Research.
I used to hear a lot of shit, a lot of
Research
stupid shit.
yourself.
I'm hearing less stupid shit, and even speaking for the stupid shit I'm hearing, it's more deep. Even if it's stupid, it's still more deeper than the surface level type of stupidity shit that I used to hear people say. You know what I'm saying? So I like, either my circle getting better or we generally are getting better. But
Elevate.
well, both. I'll say both. I'll say both. That the fact that we willing to move the way we move, it puts a filter on who's willing to participate with us because we're not an echo chamber. And a lot of people don't know how to come in and get that information kicked in the nuts, survive, and then form a family. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers quick to fall away the moment that they should get questioned. Because we talking about people belief systems. We're talking about their souls, how they raise their children, their dietary. You know what I'm saying? Like, this
Right.
ain't nothing light. When you question
Right.
that, you like, so
That's
you gotta
why,
understand that.
it's no protective custody. That's how I like
Right.
to put
Like
it.
Taz.
You
Like
can't be in
Taz.
protective custody over here
Right. Like
because
Taz.
somebody's going to challenge you out.
Right.
Straight
Like
out.
Taz.
Mhm.
It's I agree with a lot of what Taz says, but I don't agree with everything Taz says. But at the same token, it's just like
Same
it's
here.
just
Yeah.
like just the mere fact that people come out and challenge things a lot of times cause conflict. Just like if I was to sit up here and say I don't think that Marcus Garvey or Malcolm X were should be honored, I'm gonna get all kinds of attacks. But that's just based on my research and based on my belief. But it's like we're expected to fit into some type of box or norm, and that what people don't realize is that harms us because we're not able to grow.
Yep, gotta think outside the box.
That's a fact.
Basically, you have to unlearn what you've learned. That's how I
Right.
put it.
And then relearn again.
And
Yep, I
it's
dissect
difficult to come
everything.
to that point of objectivity, to just be objective, and free of any preconceived notion or bias, not have up that perceptual screen, because we all have screens or filters that we
Like
view information through. So, it's just
and
about bringing the screen down and trying to be objective.
and I want people to understand me. I like a lot of people over here, and I genuinely like them for who they are as an individual. I don't look at them as a box of or whatever religion they fall under. I look at them.
I think it's safe, like, cause we be extreme. You know what I'm saying? And we came about, like, I do both. Like, I could look at you with the individual that's within this box. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the truth is. I think we hinder ourselves trying to compensate for the facts that people get boxed in, and we don't like that, to the point that we don't put people in boxes. Some of these boxes are legit. A lot of these boxes are legit. It's
They
just
are
yeah, but you got to know which ones, and you
right.
got to know even
Everybody
within
don't
those
fit.
boxes, people are individuals. There's
Right.
no one group that
Bingo.
is living on the same fiber. Everyone steps outside of everyone at some point on some level. You know what I'm saying? So you do got to know people individually, but like, once you say, like, when I say I'm Black Power, there's a lot of things that boxes that you could put me in that will be safe. It's just, don't put me in the hurt boxes. You gotta be, you just gotta be experienced.
Just
It
like
just takes
I
experience.
think it's genius how you handled the debate yesterday, because you said, okay, no, it's my belief. It's my belief. I believe.
Facts.
I saw how you
Frequencies.
did that. You know what I'm saying? I believe. Because, like at one point I was like, oh, well, he could. Because I questioned it. I said, well, T Duck is saying him. And just like
Mhm.
all of the stuff that he wants to say that makes a woman not God can make his God not a God. And I noticed how you had a lot of respect by not tearing into that. Because if it had been me, I probably would have tore into that.
Yeah, no, it's. I
You
think
know,
people want that. You know what I'm
I was
saying?
like,
And yeah.
it's like you started, then you just like you backed up, and then I thought about it. I said, oh yeah, that's probably why he did that.
Yeah, no, because yeah,
It's frequencies. If you can deal with the frequency, then you keep on listening. If you can't, you change the channel. That's how people work on wavelengths. You can feel the vibe. You can feel somebody's energy when you step in a room. If are you going to deal with that frequency
now
or you're not?
that's why I would take it deeper, right? Because if you come in the room, like you just said, and the
Hmm.
frequency, you're not on the same frequency. What is the same reaction? You know what I'm saying? Do you attempt to change the frequency? Do you attempt to change your frequency? You know what I'm saying? What is your true purpose in that situation? Is it to just avoid it? All that frequency is off, or do you use your body as a tool to affect the frequency, the
I
vibration?
just, me personally, I stopped thinking like a human and put my mind as a god to be able to handle the situation. Because if I'm going to react humanly, it's going to be a bad situation. I'll get angry, get in feelings. That's
Yeah,
stupid.
because
Now,
we're
if you
basing it
think
on
out
our
like a god, you
subconscious.
can think of the whole picture. You know what I'm saying? And see the whole puzzle instead of just a couple of pieces.
Right. Because a lot of this stuff comes from our subconscious because like our our subconscious is our own personal experiences. And that's why we have a lot of lashing out and we always need therapy, right? But then at the same token, it's like this. It's like we have got to get to the point where we start understanding where everybody is you have to let people like there are some people who are not religious. So why really why should you get attacked for not being a religious person? Just like a religious person doesn't want to be attacked for being religious.
Yeah, they want you to believe. And that's what I have going on with me myself. I have a lot of Christian family members. I'm not downing them, you know what I'm saying? But then there's different divisions of Christian.
I'm down in Christian.
And
You a straight out Christian, you getting this work.
nah, I'm not no Christian. I'm none of those any of
I
those
look at
religions.
all of it like this.
Because religion is a quest for power. Because you gotta think about it, kingdoms, pharaohs, all that, right? Who
Colonization,
was their right hand?
colonization,
Who was their right hand? Who was the right hand? The religious person, the person that says, "Oh, you must come and worship."
and they put that guilt stuff on you, and it's colonization
Exactly, because
through
it's a power thing.
Are you gonna
It's
get
a
cursed
power
and
thing.
shit? You gonna burn in hell?
it's
Man, that place
colonization through
doesn't exist.
indoctrination.
Yeah.
Colonization through
None of that.
indoctrination. And even the Bible says that it's not the ones that go through that broad path, it's the ones that go through that narrow path. So if you have a whole lot of people going through your same path, you might not be on the right path.
Yeah, I don't listen to none of that stuff because those books were written to control people. It's just a controlling tool, just like tell lie vision.
But aren't some people supposed to be controlled? Aren't people supposed to be controlled?
What, can you control animals? Wild animals? No.
Yes, you can control wild animals. You control plants. You can control like that's our purpose, like to control, right? I just think
No.
that the manipulation, the wicked use, because there is no good and bad. People
That's like
use
saying when
things.
dinosaurs are around, you could control this big ass animal like a
You
T-Rex.
can, you
That
can. Why
nah,
would
man.
your mind?
I don't
Why would
believe
your
that they
mind?
Why
Why
can.
would
would?
you want to control the
Hold on, hold
universe?
on, hold
Right.
You
on.
can't
Now, hold on.
control the
Before you go,
stars.
before
You
you go
can't
somewhere
control
else,
what exists.
but before you go somewhere else, right? We can answer that.
All right.
Why would your mind tell you you can't control a giant dinosaur?
If it's needed for survival,
No,
that's a whole
no. I
different.
want to hear his answer. I want to hear what his brain does.
Okay.
It's wild. My
What?
feeling, I am not here to control anything. I am
Right.
only here to observe.
You're
Because
just here
Let
to
everything live as it
observe.
life is
is.
about a journey.
Can you
Life is
control
about our own
mosquitoes
personal journey.
Yes,
besides
you can
spraying
control
them?
mosquitoes. Yes, you can control mosquitoes.
Yeah, but oh, you're gonna tell the mosquitoes,
Can
hey,
you
you know
can
what?
you
You only
can
can
you
nest over there.
can you control a dog?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like
Why?
dogs, so
Is
I'm
it
not even
right or
trying to be
is
Why?
it
on that
right
Why?
level.
or is it
Okay,
wrong?
but you don't have to like dogs to see and witness that humans
I
have
don't
control
like
of dogs.
dogs. They're I don't like
I didn't ask you
submissive.
that. I'm
I don't
asking
like
you, can
submissive ass
humans,
animals.
can
They're
hum?
so
I didn't ask
stupid.
you that. You're avoiding the question and telling me something personal about yourself.
If
Do
you
you
train a
recognize that?
dog, yeah, that's like training kids. But I
Okay.
don't want to do
Now
that.
the question is,
But should
how?
we control or should we be able to
See, y'all
coexist?
taking the conversation somewhere else.
Okay, no, go ahead,
Okay.
shoot, fam. I
I'm
want to hear
asking
it.
about the possibility of versus should we do it. Y'all talking like we can do it, but should we? So now I ask you, can we control a dinosaur?
Yes.
If you want to, yeah.
Okay. But your first example was that's like thinking you can control a dinosaur. Like you didn't think that was possible. Now you believe that's possible. So now let's go back to the question before that, all right?
Okay, go ahead.
Why are you just here to observe? Why don't you think you're here to control?
That's not my purpose.
Why?
It
That's
just
the
isn't.
question after that. It just
It's in my.
isn't.
It isn't. My heart doesn't tell me that. My mind
Okay.
doesn't tell me that. I'm not
Okay, I
here
can't
to
cross that
control
line.
people.
I cannot cross that line. Um yeah, I think that no, QI. Go ahead before I say something. What do you think about that? And Cascade is in the building, quiet as
It just
hell.
seems like a form of slavery
Hey,
to me.
good evening. I'm
I
here.
think
It's just
I'm sorry. I keep meaning to introduce you, but then I keep getting caught in conversation. Then I see you
oh
again. I'm
Queen
like, say
Cascade
something.
introduced herself when she's ready.
And that's the fact. She introduced herself when that avatar hit the panel. Yeah.
Peace, Queen Cascade.
good evening, everybody. Good evening,
Yeah.
everybody in the chat. I'm just here with my daughter. She's going through some wardrobe options. We're getting prepared to decorate. That's why I'm not concentrating fully. What was the question, Suave?
Okay, no,
Good
QI,
evening,
I
guys.
wanted to get QI expression on that.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead then. Go ahead.
Do you understand? Did you remember the conversation, QI?
Uh-huh.
Okay. It was a
All
lot
right.
of points that were just made. And I like that. I like that way that conversation just went. That was dope. Okay, let's go.
For me. We like life is about listen to me all the way out though, because I know you just like me. Life is an experience and it's a personal experience. It's a journey. It's a personal journey. Okay, so we all have our personal journeys, our personal missions, and what we're personally here to accomplish. And you know, and when I say life, I mean animals, I mean trees, I mean plants, I mean birds, I mean insects. So I don't believe in dictating or controlling another. I believe in coexisting. And I do believe that, you know, just like in any time when somebody steps over a boundary, you know, we have to correct it. You know, like correct it. Now, you know, the first approach of correcting it should be in a means of communication. But you know, just say they don't get it, like a lot of people don't get, like a lot of things don't get it, because you know it's survival, and sometimes people get hungry and they get thirsty, or beings get hungry and they get thirsty. I think that you know, sometimes like at that point, then you have to step on up to the plate and you have to fight. Other than that, we should let people be who they are supposed to be. You know, you got to let people live, let people be happy, let
I,
people be free.
I agree with you. But some people live to be controlled.
Submissive
Some
people.
people, like, there's different people's like another thing Kanye said like he compared life to GTA. And he says, you know, life is a video game. That's simple to me. It's stupid.
That
I
goes
get
back to
it.
the simulation.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
get it. But he say there's like what do he say? 11 different models. Which I agree.
Mhm.
There's so many models of a human you're gonna get before the base model is repeated. You know what I'm saying? Before they remind you of somebody, look like somebody, act like somebody, this, that, and the other.
That's because it's hard. It's hard, just like we just got finished saying. It is hard stepping outside of the box. Because stepping outside of the box, just like with Tans, right? I want to tell him, don't never stop expecting this. Because whenever you're outside of the box, you're going to get attacked. You're going to get, you're going to get attacked. You're going, like, to expect something different would be crazy. You're going to get attacked when you don't fit into like any of these boxes. But in order for us to achieve true liberation or freedom, we must step outside. We must step outside of these boxes, and then we must raise our children to not be in the boxes.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a the interview has started. We finna end it, but I'll say I think we all have boxes that we have in common. It's just people are trained to look for differences and attack it because of the
Yeah, we're
insecurity
all
that is done to others.
indoctrinated.
But
We
if
all
we look,
indoctrinated and
no, it's not
programmed.
about no, not. I'm thinking naturally. Hey, baby, naturally
It ain't
we
natural.
have
It's not natural. It's like we've been programmed.
no.
We've been indoctrinated.
My whole statement is what you need to
Okay.
you know what I'm
We'll
apply
come
to it.
back. We'll come back. We'll
Yeah,
come back.
no, but
That's
what I'm
Mark
saying is
out.
that we
Are we picking this
naturally
up again, Suave?
Yeah,
You
you can
coming
pick it
late.
up.
we gonna
Hey,
play
my
the end of this
sister, she
discussion.
ready.
We gonna
She
play the
ready.
end of this. We gonna play the end of this discussion when I get back. But
Okay,
what I'm
perfect.
saying is that we have natural boxes. That's why I said some of these boxes are legit. They're things that people naturally do.
Right.
That if you put them in, they're comfortable and it works. I think if we look for those boxes instead of getting irritated and discouraged by the boxes that we don't have in common because they're man-made and they're malicious and built on wickedness, I think we could get somewhere. That's what
What
I'm saying.
about people who are not comfortable in any of those boxes, though?
That's
That's right.
impossible for you to not be. If you're alive, there's a box that
It
you're
is
comfortable
not
in being.
impossible. A lot of people I feel are not comfortable in any of those boxes, but because of the way society is, it's like, it's
You
hard
have to be
to.
able to control things if you don't want to be in that box, though. So if you can't control anything, if you're not on the top, you're gonna be in some type of box. That's not necessarily bad.
People
And I
are
want
Your
to
children
give
aren't
King
above you. There's a
Cascade.
hierarchy for the protection of people who
Look at
are more
Cascade,
vulnerable.
King Cascade. All right,
And
we're gonna pick it up because
there we go. No, I want her to close it out with her thoughts. Shout out to Afro
yeah,
Asiatic,
Melinda
Empress
about to
Chrome,
fire it
Melinda,
off.
Two
I
Wise.
already
Shout out
know
to
what she was
Taz, man, for
doing.
coming through. Go
Yep.
ahead,
Now,
Cascade. Let
you
us get
gotta
your
come
thoughts.
back. You gotta come back, Suave. Last night, after you talking about coming back after the debate, and you did, so
It
you
was
gotta
true.
come back.
No, Domo does the post debate shows.
Well, then somebody got to come
Yeah.
back because last night didn't nobody come back, and I was disappointed
No,
because I was
I
ready.
will be back. I will be back. This is not a
All
post
right,
debate
all
show. I
right.
got it. Cascade, let us get your thoughts on it.
I've heard bits and bobs that I didn't understand the dinosaur question, and my daughter was here like, why do black people want to control dinosaurs when we're the first ones getting eaten?
Yes, that is a weird part of the conversation to come in on.
Yeah.
I think we've got to a state of play where we're comfortable in our own comfortability for a lot of us. There was an idea that popped into my head in terms of, to a certain extent, there is that part where I would like people to be their true selves and live in their real authentic self, but we also have to understand that comes with other things. Like over this last year, we've seen the development of people being themselves and the predators that have come out of the woodwork. So everybody being naturally themselves is not always going to be acceptable to society. And that's something that we need to be aware of. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
I think the difficulty with governing ourselves is difficult because of what you're saying in the boxes. And then when the situation with the riots happened last year, and I can't remember what city was it where they locked off part of the city and they wouldn't allow police in there. They were governing them.
Seattle, Washington.
Seattle, yeah, South Seattle, North Seattle, one of them.
So they were governing themselves for a while, but after a while it didn't work because people were doing their own thing, and then people started, attacking women, abusing people, robbing people. So although in my fantasy world, everybody behaves themselves, everybody can control themselves, but that's not the real world we live in. Do you get what I mean? And that's not the world that our children live in either.
Yeah, that was a social experiment.
What, Seattle?
Yes,
Life is an
Seattle was a
experiment.
social experiment.
Okay.
Like I said before, human ethics.
Well, I appreciate y'all, man. We gonna head over to the interview. I put the link in there. Hit the like button on y'all way in, please. Hold on,
And
let me put that link out there again.
And Imperial, come back. Imperial Throne, come back.
Fact.
We'll come back.
I'm at work actually. I'm on break. I just wanted to jump in because it was
listen in and
real
or chime
interesting.
in when you can, because I appreciate the bill, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I know that's what I'm gonna do when this cuts out.
All right, I'll see you guys on the other side in the chat.
Okay, for sure, man. Black Power, man. See y'all after the interview.